Is anyone there? Hi.
Hello, it's UltimateDSfan. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my entire video game collection, including the consoles themselves. So with this video, it's going to be really long, and I'm also going to include digital stuff as well. And we're going to basically go through by console all the video games I own. So, I talked about the idea of me making this video on Twitter, and you guys really seem to like the idea of it. And if you guys don't know why I'm called UltimateDSfan, it's because originally my channel was going to be about DS games and my DS collection, me reviewing them, and then I decided to make plush videos, and then I was like, well, I kind of want to do both, or like do like videos about games and plushies, so I was like, why don't this be like a hybrid channel? I've always wanted to be a hybrid channel ever since the beginning, so that's not anything new now, that's always been the case. And here's all my DS games and stuff, and 3DS games, and we're going to get into that as we go along. So I guess before we get started, we're going to just take a look at how my display looks. It's not anything mind-blowing, and I have some flowers right there that are fake, and it's not anything mind-blowing or anything like that. It's okay, you know. To some people it might be like, whoa, you know, but to a lot of other folks it might be like whatever. And I might as well show you like my actual room. So I have a lava lamp, I have a VCR right there as well, N64, Saturn. Here's some other consoles over there like my Switch. Here's my TV. This is actually a new TV I got back at Christmas, thanks to my dad. I put some cute flowers and I hung up some lights around my room, so it looks really cool. And here's some posters I have. You guys have probably seen some of these posters and whatnot. And here's my desk with my PC. I'm trying to get a new computer because this is just a laptop, and I want like a desktop setup and be really cool. I have a whiteboard, do I write things down and stuff. Let's go over here. Let's do like a room tour. This is really outdated. I need to erase that. Here's some other posters. The best game ever made. My green screen. Here's some plushies and stuff. Here's like a little setup I have. Here's all my vinyls I have. And some more flowers because I'm a flower boy. And also have this rug in my room, which is pretty cool. That cost like 45 bucks. Let's see, we got another vinyl, my Gino plushie, some other stuff. Penny and Stocking Lamote Valhalla soundtrack on CD, which is pretty cool. We have some incense and all that stuff, another vinyl, some random things, some plushies. My plushie shelf, this shelf right here, it's a little unorganized right now because I have some plushies in my closet in a box, the Pikmin Adventures box, because I'm working on a plush video right now. So this is not organized at all because I don't really feel like organizing it and then having to put them back. I'll show you my closet too. See, they're in here because I'm working on a plush video, so I put them in a box. This is the Pikmin Adventures box. Here's my closet. Here's some of my clothes, my cute girly clothes right here, and all of this stuff up here. This is supposed to be a video game collection video, not a room tour. Here's some jackets I have, my Sans one, this Chakra one, Pac-Man, oh, the classic Rayman hoodie, there it is, yep. And yeah, so it's a little unorganized in there. This is my bed, and there's that right there, it looks very cute. And yeah, this is supposed to be a video game collection video, not a damn room tour, but I might as well just show it off. This is my TV, it looks really cool. It's very big, it's a smart TV, and it's pretty damn dope. It's like the best TV I've ever owned, and it is amazing. I have no complaints with it at all, it's incredible. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I guess we should start with Nintendo consoles and games. So since I don't really know where to begin with this, I guess we'll just start with the DS games right here and 3DS games. because there's so much we have to go through. By the way, I just want to make it very clear, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each game, because if I do, we're going to be here all fucking night, and this video is going to be long enough as is, so let's just try to keep things moving, okay? So the very first game we got, in our DS section at least, is the Game & Watch collection from Club Nintendo. Now this was pretty cool, because like this was like an actual game you could get from Club Nintendo. It was like a physical game. But the collection itself isn't that noteworthy. It doesn't have a lot of content in this, but it's mainly just for the coolness value of it. And when I was younger, I was super interested in like the Game & Watch and its history, and Mr. Game & Watch as a character, and he was like one of my mains in Smash, and I just really like Game & Watch, and I still do. And this is pretty cool to have, and they made a second one as well. But yeah, so it has Oil Pan, Donkey Kong, and Greenhouse, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's Game & Watch collection. I don't know where we're gonna put this. I guess it don't matter. We can just like, I don't know. We'll put it right here. All right, next we got Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. This game, from what I remember, I haven't played in years. This was pretty damn fun. I liked it way more than Phantom Hourglass, which I also played a little bit of. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but Spirit Tracks is pretty damn dope. Pretty underrated Zelda game, and it's pretty fun. And Toon Link is pretty cool. So next we have Mario Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Now when I was younger, this was actually my favorite Mario Luigi game, and that's a statement I still stand behind. And this has always been my favorite of the series. And I have no complaints with this game. I heard a 3DS remake wasn't that good. And it's like, I don't even understand why they remade this game, because you can literally play this game on the 3DS, but whatever. I heard a remake didn't do that well, like, financially, and yeah. So, Bowser's Inside Story, the original game, though, it's really great. I've never played the remake, though, but I still love this game. Alright, so next we got Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I do not have the Wii version of this game, but I own the DS one. It's okay, it's a random minigame collection. Again, I talked about this in my Sonic collection video, but like, it's such an odd concept that like, for Mario and Sonic's first crossover, they did Olympics of all things. Like, I don't know. It's okay for what it's worth. Winter Olympics, it's the same thing but snow, and it has a story mode. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, we gotta talk about this. So, the legendary Starfy. If you don't know, this is my favorite DS game ever that I have. I fucking love the shit out of this game so fucking much, and it pisses me off so fucking much that this game didn't do that well financially. And this is like the 5th game in the Starfy series, because there's 4 games before this one, and this was the only one we got in the States ever, and that's it. We never got another Starfy game after this. I don't think there was any. I don't think there was any more in Japan either. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think there was. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is definitely the only one we got in the States, which sucks ass. Anyways, this is like my favorite DS game ever. I 100% it like 2 or 3 times. I loved it that much. And it even has mini games, which were all amazing. And the game itself is fucking phenomenal. It's like Kirby, but underwater and better. And I love Starfy so fucking much, and I miss him so much. So next we got Super Mario 64 DS. This is a fucking classic. Like, everyone has played this game. Everyone loves this game. When I was a kid, I was fucking obsessed with this game. It was amazing. Like, oh my god, Mario 64 on the DS? And you play as Wario, Yoshi, Luigi. Luigi is finally in Mario 64. Like, this was such a big fucking deal. Like, this was such a great game to launch with. Even though when the DS launched, this was like the only game it had. But honestly, like, you guys can disagree, but this is the only game it really needed, because it's that good. Controlling it with a D-pad wasn't that great, but this is still an amazing game, and I love it. It's a classic, dude. How can you not love that game? So next we got Rayman, Raving Rabbids for the DS. This is one of those generic boxes. This game is actually really fun. It's actually a platformer if you don't know. The GBA and DS versions were handled by different teams. So before it transitioned into a minigame collection, those teams were still tasked to create a Rayman platformer on those systems, and that's what they did. So that's why the GBA and DS versions are platformers and not minigame collections, if you're wondering. And they're based off the original prototype of Rayman Raving Rabbids, not the Rayman 4 prototype, the original RRR prototype, because Rayman 4 and RRR prototype are two different things, and people get that mixed up. I would know since I am a huge Rayman fan and I know about all that information. But anyways, yeah, this game's actually pretty fun. It's not flawless or anything, but I do like this one more than the GBA one, because the GBA one has a lot of glitches, and they did not play test that game at all, and it's kind of bad. There's literally one enemy in the GBA version you can't get around, and if you kill him, the game literally snaps and breaks, and all the graphics fuck up. I'm not joking. That happens. That's real. The DS one's pretty fun. It's like a 2.5D platformer. It's pretty fun. I 100%ed this game twice. I loved it that much. So yeah. I know I said I wasn't going to talk that much about the games, but look what I'm doing. Alright, so Touch the Dead. This, if you don't know, I'll show the box art what it looks like. If you don't know, it's an emissary game on the DS, which there's not a lot of. It's like an on-the-rails zombie shooter. And when I was younger, I was super interested in this game for some reason, because it was like an emulated game on the DS, and I had to fucking track this fucking game down at a GameStop, and I finally found it and played it. I was like, yeah, it was okay, and that's it. It was more so the novelty of playing a game like that on the DS, because they were so rare. But the game itself, it's really meh. It's like whatever. But it's not that bad. It's honestly not that bad of a game though, but yeah, definitely look into it if you're interested. Really obscure emulated DS game that I own. Next we have Star Fox Command. This game's really mad to me. Like, it's like a strategy game kinda, but not that good of a one, and the story is like a fan fiction. If you don't know, the story of this game is actual fan fiction, the endings you can get. Look into it if you're interested. It's fucking hilarious, but the game itself is not that good, honestly. It's just my opinion. Now, this game right here, this is very interesting. So, we got Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery. This game is actually super fucking underrated. This game is it's a 2D platformer, basically, and it has really good controls and momentum, and, like, it's actually really fucking good. And it says it's compatible with the DSi because you can take pictures of yourself and have it put on wanted posters. But this game's actually really fun. I used to have the first Assassin's Creed on the DS, and it was like a 3D game more akin to like what Assassin's Creed actually is. But it was really bad. The frame rate was awful. Controls are garbage. It was really bad. This game though is actually super good, and it's super underrated, and I wish a lot more people like knew about it. Alright, so oh shit, my Vita games fell. We'll get to you eventually, Vita. Hold on. Alright, so next we got Metroid Prime Hunters. If you guys don't know, I actually used to be a pretty big Metroid head back in the day. I'm not so anymore, not because I don't like Metroid, but I just haven't got into the series as much since then, basically. But I would love to dive back in someday. This game though, it's not bad, okay? I don't hate this game or anything like that. It's just the controls, man. Alright, so you move the D-pad and use the damn stylus to aim and use the L button to shoot. It's so awkward. It's very awkward. And this is coming from someone that loves Kid Icarus Uprising. That's like literally one of my favorite Nintendo games. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just can't get behind the control scheme for this game. It's not bad. It works. It's just like, you know, let's make a Metroid game for the DS. You know, and you just have this integrate the touchscreen, and that's what they did. And, you know, that's what it feels like to me. It's not a bad game at all. It's just the controls are weird. But yeah, not a bad game though. Namco Museum DS is pretty self-explanatory. It's Namco games on a DS. It even has Pac-Man Versus. And it's pretty fucking dope. I spent a lot of hours on this game. We're moving on. It's pretty cool. Self-explanatory. Bomberman DS, and this is interesting. So this was actually published by Ubisoft, which if you don't know, they don't have the rights to Bombermans. That's not a Ubisoft character, so it's kind of weird. But I was never that big of a fan of the redesigns, at least on the cover. But in the actual game, like the sprites, they look fine. This game's really fun. Super underrated DS game. And I wish I had, there are some other Bomberman games on DS as well. There's also, what was that game called? I think it was just called Bomberman 2 or Bomberman DS2, the sequel to this game. It's radically different, and the concept art and art from that game is actually amazing because it has like Bomberman in this cool ass suit, mech suit thing, and like it looks super badass, and it's a game I've always wanted to play. So yeah, but I believe, I could be wrong, but I don't think that game ever came out in the States. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'll edit it in the video if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that game never came out in the States. And there's also this other Bomberman DS game, I think it was called Bomberman World DS. I could be wrong about that too, but I don't think that ever came out in the States as well. There's also the Bomberman Land Touch series, which there's 1 and 2. So, fun fact about Bomberman. Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, March of the Minis. This is a game I absolutely loved when I was younger. I sunk so many hours into it. And this might be kind of a controversial opinion, because there's a lot of people that prefer the first one on the GBA. I think this one's better, honestly. I'm just saying, dog. Like, it's not really a Mario platformer, but, like, I love this fucking game. There was another one that we'll get to, actually, it's right there, that I didn't think was nearly as good, but this one was the pinnacle of the series, in my opinion. You're gonna have people disagreeing, you know, with me on that notion, but that's okay. It's just my opinion, though. We have Ghostbusters on DS. I paid $18. Okay, that's way too much. This was years ago, keep in mind. Back in 2010 or like 9 or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's there. It's a licensed game. It's not that good. Yeah, we're moving on. Yeah, you can probably fill in the blanks what that game's like. So next we have Plants vs. Zombies on the DS. And this has a cool little case where you take it out. This case is still super smooth because I never took it out, so it's like it's brand new, which is pretty cool. This game's actually pretty fun. I suck a lot of hours into this game as well. But Plants vs. Zombies isn't a game I ever go back to these days. And cat, chew that up. But yeah, it is what it is. It's pretty fun. I loved it when I was younger, but I don't really picture myself playing it now. But yeah, it's cool. It was on the DS. You know that now. Alright, so we got some other stuff up here. I have some stuff on top of here. What is this? Oh, okay. What is this? Bomberman Hero. We'll get to you later. Hold on. We gotta do DS games first. Alright, so next we have Mario Party DS. Now, I love Mario Party games, but I didn't like this one that much. I don't even have this game anymore, but I still have the case. From what I remember of it, I didn't like it all that much. And I never really determined why I didn't like it all that much. It was way better than Mario Party Advance, which I remember buying when I was younger. It came with a little map in the box. I hated it. It was not good. This was way better, granted, but it still wasn't as good as like the console Mario Party game. So yeah, I'm just basing this from what I remember playing it years ago though, so I haven't touched this game in years. I don't even own it anymore. Now this next game right here, this is a game I absolutely love, but I don't own it anymore. I still have the case, but my copy just vanished. I don't know where the fuck it went. It's just gone, dude. It yeeted itself out of existence. But what I remember, this game was really fucking dope and really fun. Even though it didn't have a lot of content, I remember. I did remember that. It didn't have a lot of content in and of itself besides the minigames, but it was still really fun. Really fun game. I used to also have WarioWare DIY, which you would make your own mini games and then put them online, but since you can't put them online anymore, it's like the game's pointless now. But when I was younger though, that was my absolute favorite. I love that game. And I remember seeing Pikmin and Rayman games people made. I was like, wow, this is the coolest thing. I love that game when I was younger. And the games I made were super terrible, but so we have Rayman Raving Rabbids 2. This is actually a minigame collection, not a platformer, which instantly makes it worse. But this game isn't that bad. It's not that great. It's kind of mediocre. You can, you know, it's kind of whatever. It's kind of cheaply made. I much prefer the first one over this one. And they also made TV Party for the DS, which I used to own, but I fucking hated it. It's way worse than this one, and it was awful. And I remember the Rayman sprite they made for it, and the artwork they made for Rayman in the DS version looked so weird and off. I'll put some pictures on screen to show you guys what he looked like in that game. It was so weird and odd. That game was not good. It was bad. Anyways, next we got Sonic Rush for the DS, one of my favorite DS games, one of my favorite Sonic games, period. And this game's a masterpiece. 10 out of 10. The music's 10 out of 10. The levels are really fun. My only gripe with this game is like the the level design is kind of weird at times near the end of the game with like the whole just pits everywhere. But other than that, this game's great. I love Sonic Rush. Now this game this is a game I was talking about earlier. Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem. You can download levels, which is cool and all, but I did not like this one as much. The whole gimmick behind it was like you can make these rails. And that was the gimmick with this game. And it's like, okay. you know, okay. I just didn't like this one as much. It was just like the same thing again, but with rails. And you could download. Like, it's like, when I was a kid, I was just like, man, I was really excited for this game too, keep in mind, because I loved the last game so much, but like, that series just went downhill after the second game. That game's not bad, mind you. It's just like, it's so whatever. Like, who cares? Anyways, that's just my opinion. Oh my god, okay. Rayman DS. This is a very nostalgic game to me. Because I remember years ago, a long time ago, when I was a young lad, I was hanging out with a friend, neighbor of mine around the time. He had Rayman DS, and he let me borrow it. And I loved it. That was the first time I ever played Rayman 2, ever, and I fell in love with it, and it might be a big reason why I love Rayman 2 in general, because I have so much nostalgia towards it and stuff, but yeah. And Rayman DS is how I first beat Rayman 2, and then I got the N64 version and beat that, and then I would later go on to get all the other versions I own, which I have a lot, and we'll get into that too. But yeah, Rayman DS, super nostalgic, not really good in terms of port because you have to control with a D-pad, and the whole like touchscreen option was gross and disgusting, but I have a lot of nostalgia towards that game, so it gets a pass. We got M Plus for DS. If you don't know, M Plus is a series of platformers. Basically plays a ninja. It's a very simple platformer. It's really fun and addictive. I think this series got popular around the early 360 era, to where like downloadable games were becoming popular and stuff. I think, I could be wrong, but they made it M Plus for the DS. There's also M Plus Plus for the Switch, and I don't have that one, but you know, it's a really cool series, really fun, pretty self-explanatory if you've played this series before. There is a DS one, it exists. Alright, so this game sucks dick. I've already talked about this in the Sonic Collection video. The music is gross. This game sucks ass. It's a slow, awful, easy RPG. It's bad. It looks bad. Sounds bad. Horrible Sonic game. The worst Sonic game on the DS. Hands down. Suck my dick. Anyways, we got Sonic Classic Collection. It has Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. It's great. Amazing. 10 out of 10. No complaints. It's literally what it is. It's self-explanatory. It's 10 out of 10. No complaints. Anyways, we got one of the best Mario Karts ever made, Mario Kart DS. Everyone that has a DS or played it has played this game at least once. This used to be my favorite Mario Kart, and honestly still might be, because you could play as Rob, and that's fucking dope. I wish they would bring him back for like the next Mario Kart or whatever. I don't know. They should have did that for Deluxe, add him in there somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, I think my current favorite Mario Kart will probably be 8 Deluxe, but this is the one I played the most as a kid. It was this one, definitely, out of all of them. And I consider this one the best back then. And I still do, sorta, today. Even though 8 Deluxe is definitely, you know, better. Anyways, here's WarioWare DIY. I still have the case for it. This game was super fucking dope when I had it. But, yeah, this was literally one of my favorite DS games. When the online was still a thing, you could share levels and like, not levels, games. This isn't Mario Maker, when you can share mini games with each other. This was one of my favorite DS games, but since I don't have it anymore, and since you can't do the Wi-Fi anymore, it's like, what's the point, you know? Which is super unfortunate, because the game is dope as fuck, and it's like the best game in the series, but, you know, what are you gonna do, I guess? Next we have Nintendogs. So, if you played the DS, you probably played Nintendogs at least once. I definitely did, and I loved this game when I was younger. I just thought it was the cutest fucking game in the world, and I loved it. I was like, oh my god, I love this. Doggy. But yeah, it's a classic. It's fucking Nintendogs. Like, what do I say about Nintendogs, dude? Need for Speed Most Wanted for the DS. I talked about this in the DS video I made back in 2017. This video sucks. No, this game sucks. This game can suck my pee-pee. I hate this fucking game. It's awful. The worst DS game I have, bar none. Okay, so I think that's all the DS games I have. Let me make sure though, because there are some DS games I have that don't have cases, so we're gonna actually go through my sack of DS and 3DS games and see what we got, baby. We haven't gotten to the 3DS stuff, so I'm just gonna... Look at that. I'll point the camera down. Look at that. Oh man. Oh, this camera angle is terrible. Let's see. Let me try to find ones I didn't mention. Oh, here we go. Guitar Hero on... Hang on, I do have it. Oh, God. Shit, sorry, guys. I did forget one. We have Guitar Hero on Tour. And my freaking cat chewed the fuck out of this. But it's Guitar Hero on the DS. And I'll show you the little add-on it comes with. This is pretty fucking cool. I just played it again today for nostalgia's sake. And, yeah, so it has a pick right here. It came with stickers you can plaster on this. Has the buttons, and basically what you would do, hang on, is you take your DS, you take this, you put it in the GBA slot, like that, you put the strap on like this, you plop this open, the hinge is broken right there, so just don't mind that, and you play it like this. It's preferred to play this on like a table or something, because it's really awkward if you try to just do it like this, but you basically do this. And I would love to make a video about this game someday because it's super interesting and cool. The fact they put Guitar Hero on the DS, and I got to experience it as a child, and how cool that was because I was a big fan of the Guitar Hero games when I was younger because I love rhythm games, and I still love rhythm games to this day. I mean, literally at the beginning of the video, you saw Project Diva on my fucking TV, on my Switch, because Megamix came out not too long ago in the States, which is dope. Anyways, but yeah, so I have, where was it? I put it somewhere. Where did I put it? Is this? Yeah. So I have Guitar Hero on Tour and Guitar Hero on Tour Decades, and there was one more Guitar Hero game on DS that I don't have, and I don't remember the name of, but yeah. The track listings for these games aren't that great, but this one has a better track listing in my opinion, because it's separated into like decades, as you can probably guess. This one's just random songs that like I wasn't totally interested in, but yeah. So this one has a better track list in my opinion. But yeah, they're both really cool games. I would love to showcase them one day and make a video about them, but I don't think anyone will give a shit. What else? That's another game that I don't think... Oh, here we go. So we got Retro Atari Collection. It's basically exactly what it fucking sounds like. It's pretty cool. Let's see. What's another game? I'm not sure if it got showcased or not. Oh, here we go. So we have Metroid Prime Hunters First Hunt, which just was launched with the DS when it first came out. And it was in a bundle, basically. And it was basically like a demo for Metroid Prime Hunters. And that's all it is, basically, a demo. I don't know why I own it, but I fucking do. And here's the actual game. There you go. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, here we go. Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots for Nintendo DS. Hell yeah, the greatest game ever made, baby. I had to mention that. Let's see, another... Here's my copy of Need for Speed Most Wanted. It looks like dog shit, because the game is dog shit. Let's see. Ooh, Kirby Squeak Squad for Nintendo DS. This is like the most recent DS game I got, I think, besides like Sonic Colors DS. I just don't have a case for it. Speaking of that, we have Sonic Colors DS, and this game's really fucking dope. One of my new favorite DS games, actually. This game's really fucking fun. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. We got Vivid Pinata Pocket Paradise. And yes, there was a Vivid Pinata game on the DS made by Rare, or THQ. And, yeah, so it's pretty cool. We got a Rare game on Nintendo handheld, even after Microsoft bought them out, which is pretty damn cool. This game is actually really fun. I was a big fan of the series back when I was younger. And, yeah, I was super excited for this game because it was the series on my favorite handheld ever. So it's like, oh my god, this game's really fun though. Mad respect for you if you grew up with this game like I did. Let's see, any other games I missed? I'm trying to go through and see if I missed any. I think that's it. I think that's all my DS games because I think I showed everything else. I think that is everything. Okay. So let's move on to the Nintendo 3D. Oh wait, should I shoot a console first? I guess I should, right? So here's the original DS model. Don't worry about that hinge. It's the Fat DS. I love this model, honestly. People shit on it all the time. But I, honest to God, love how it looks. Even though with mine, it has some pixelation issues on the bottom screen. If you look closely, it's like some dead pixels on mine. I don't know why the fuck that's the case. Probably just with age. But yeah, here's my original DS. Even though I did have a DS Lite before this, but it got stolen with a bunch of other stuff that I had. So my uncle gave me this DS. He was like, hey, here, you can have this if you want. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, why does this DS look so weird though? But I was super happy. So this is the DS I played a lot when I was younger. After mine got stolen, it was a DS Lite that got stolen. But I still love this model so much. You can see my original name that's still there. But yeah, I love this model of DS. It gets shit on way too much. It's so comfy. But yeah, that's the original DS model. We also have... I don't have my DS Lite anymore, but I still have my DSi. And I got the light blue one when it was first coming out. When this thing was coming out, I was so fucking hyped for it. So excited for it. I don't think it's charged though. It's probably gonna turn red. Yeah. I was so fucking excited for it. And like, it was unreal. It's like, oh my god, this is the greatest DS ever made. This is the greatest handheld ever made. And I still fucking love the DSi. Yo, look at these fucking old ass pictures. That's like my old house and shit, dog. And when I first got this Mario plush, no, a stack Mario now. Look at all these old photos. These are so old. 2011? Yeah. Those looks like a smiley face. Look at all these old photos. I don't know what that is. I should go through all these one day. I really want to make a classic commentaries episode of my old flip notes. I want to do that. That sounds like an amazing idea. Oh my god, the fucking freedom fighters. Yo, why did I cut out... Oh my god, there's Shadow Mario. Oh my god, what is... There's the original team. Classic Mario Bros. Team, original. Oh my god. I should go through all these one day. I mean, I'm already doing it now. Oh, that was a haunted house that I lived next to back in the day. I heard like ghost stories and shit, so I thought it was super spooky. And I went over there actually, took a bunch of pictures because I heard it was haunted over there. I don't even know if that's true. This is really cool. So these pictures were actually from Classic Mario Bros. Go to the Beach, not Peach. And I took photos. And this is the exact same hotel and everything from that old ass episode. It's pretty cool. And there's us. There's Olimar on the trip. There they... Okay. What else we got? Snowing. There's the original Classic Mario Bros. Team. God, this takes me back, dog. And here's just some random pictures. Louie with a PSP for some reason. Some of these pictures aren't half bad. The DSi's camera wasn't that bad for the time, honestly. Like, looking back. It's a bunch of random pictures. God, this takes me back, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember when I took these pictures, too. This video is gonna be so fucking long. This is the day I first got my Olimar Louie plush. Look how new they looked. It was that day right there, 2010. Holy shit, dude. That was such a long time ago. Oh my god, I'm so old! Oh, there's my old pet snake! This is the only picture I have of him left. Oh my god, and there's the jack-o'-lantern we had for Halloween. There's Jesus with Classic Mario. Oh, I remember when I took all these. I was at my grandparents' house. Yeah. I even wrote that. Okay, like I needed to clarify that. Here's some random Pikmin photos for some reason. Some random photos I took of random things. I don't know why. I don't know what. I don't know. This is when Origins got announced and I was so excited. I was like, oh my god! my boy Rayman's back finally. Yeah, oh my god. Okay, so this is the first time I saw Rayman Origins because I went to Ubisoft website and I refreshed it and I saw this. I was like, and I fucking had an aneurysm. And I remember taking a picture of this website. Oh my god, that was such a long time ago. Oh my god, cute Mario Bros. And some flip notes. Here's some random Rayman South Park. Random. Oh yeah, I took pictures of my games for some reason. Here's my old Transformers collection because I was into Transformers. Here's that old Toy Island Sonic I don't have anymore. There's the Shadow from the Forgotten Ones when he wasn't as old. Oh my god, I had to cut out a Paper Mario right there. And this was the original, like, Freedom Fighters team that I had. It was like a big bear that was supposed to be like Bowser the bad guy. I had Optimus Prime, a zebra, Pikachu, and some Pokemon. Some Transformers in there. Oh my god, this is taking me back. This is when I first got Classic Mario and Red Pikmin. There's just Kirby when I got him. Look how long ago it was. Here's all my DS. I used to have an action replay. That's right. I forgot about that. Oh my god. I wonder what happened to mine. Oh my god. I used to have System Flaw for the DSi. It used the DSi camera, so you could only play on the DSi. I remember that game. Oh my god. I don't know why I took pictures of my games. I don't know what kind of psychopath does that. Oh, I was using action replay. That was so fun to mess around with in Mario. So look at all this crazy shit I did. Oh, I miss that. I used to have Globs of Doom on the DS. See, I used to have the first Assassin's Creed. What else? There's a drawing a Gur I did. It's pretty good, actually. Some random... The Gizmondo. Let's see. Some random ass Mr. Game & Watch, because I just liked them. I don't know. Just took pictures of random things I owned. I don't know why, or... what the reasoning was. I don't know. I'm trying to find... Oh, I used to have a poster of that in my room. It's the best game ever made. Here's my pet snake again. That unfortunately passed away. This was such a long fucking time ago. God, I feel old. This is making me feel old, guys. Oh my god, I remember all... I really like Rayman, if you couldn't tell. Let's see. So this picture right here was the first picture I ever took on my DSi. And this was Mario from the Freedom Fighters. And here's Mushroom from the Freedom Fighters. That's so cool. And it's really cool that I get to share this knowledge with you guys. But look how long ago that was. That's when Freedom Fighters was. It was back in 2009. And then Classic Mario Bros. Happened like a year or ish later. Pretty cool. Sorry about in the fucking video. This video is going to be long enough as is, Eric. Sorry about that. But I have a Game Boy Advance SP as well. And I don't know if it's... Oh. But yeah. This was also given to me by that same uncle. What the... Yo. That sounds amazing. I love Rayman 3 on the Game Boy Advance. It's Rayman 3 in the Game Boy Advance, by the way. But yeah, this was given to me by the same uncle because my SP got stolen. So it was like, here. The condition... Oh, it's dead. The condition on it, though, it's really bad. As you can see. I want to get a new one someday. But yeah, I don't have a lot of Game Boy Advance games, as you will soon find out. In fact, we can go ahead and cover those. So I have Rayman 3 in the Game Boy Advance. I actually have the case for it still. Let me go grab that real quick. So yeah, see, I have the case for it too. And I got this at a retro video game store. I was like, oh my god, Rayman 3 in the Game Boy Advance, the best game ever made. So I got it because I love Rayman. And yeah, it's actually a pretty fun game. It's not the best thing ever, but it's pretty fun. Here's my original Game Boy Advance that I grew up with when I was a wee baby. This was my first handheld I ever owned, or console I ever owned on my own. I played a lot of, if I can get this out, Yoshi's Island. This is my favorite game in the world when I was a kid. And Sonic Advance. And, yeah, so this actually didn't get stolen like my DS Lite did in Game Boy Advance SP. So I still have that, which is pretty cool. I also grew up with Street Fighter Alpha 3 and Sonic Battle. These are the last Game Boy Advance games I have. I told you guys I don't have a lot. So, because they all got fucking stolen. I never bothered to, like, rekindle my collection, because I always preferred the DS. Anyway, so I was like, whatever. But yeah, I really want to get some more Game Boy Advance games in the future, though. And this is, getting Rayman 3 was like the start of it, I guess. And I might continue doing that. But yeah, so we covered the DS and Game Boy consoles and games and stuff. So let's go ahead and start on the 3DS stuff. Alright, so let's get started on 3DS games. The first one we have is Kid Icarus Uprising for the 3DS, and the freaking a cat I used to have freaking tore through this, man. But it's okay. So we have Kid Icarus Uprising. If you don't know, it came with this little stand thing for the 3DS so you can play it better, because you also had to use like the touch screen and stuff to play this game. And I know a lot of people didn't like it at the time, like reviews and stuff were like, oh man, it's too hard, like how do I play this game? But like this game, definitely like this is like my favorite 3DS game. And it came with these cute little AR cards too. These are amazing. I wish I had one of Veridi, but like I don't, because all of them were random with each copy you had. So I do have Palutena, which is great, but I wish I had Veridi, because I love Veridi too. I had Magnus, but you know, Veridi though. But yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising is one of my favorite Nintendo games, and it's amazing, and we need a sequel or a port to the Switch or something. Please, God, Sakurai, just take a break from Smash and make Kid Icarus Uprising 2. Like, please. Please. This game is so fucking good. Please play it. Please. It's so goddamn good. I can't stress how good it is. And here's the stand thingy it came with. Here it is. It's a thing that exists. And yeah. I also have a Switch stand that acts as the same thing, so yeah. But yeah, that is Kid Icarus Uprising. One of the greatest games ever made. One of the greatest Nintendo games ever made, in my opinion. And it's good shit. Please play it, please. Next we have Animal Crossing New Leaf. I got the, this is the Nintendo Selects, yeah, Nintendo Selects version or release. It comes with like the amiibo card thing. But yeah, Animal Crossing New Leaf is a great Animal Crossing game. But with New Horizons out and everything, it kind of like, no one cares about this game anymore because it's just better in every way. New Leaf was like the best Animal Crossing before New Horizons came out. And honestly, New Horizons is like my favorite Animal Crossing, because I'm someone that's not super into the series before I got New Horizons, but God, I fucking love New Horizons. It's such a good game. Anyways, next we have Paper Mario Sticker Star, and this game sucks dick. I don't even have this game anymore. I lost it. It's somewhere. I kind of lost it over the years. I don't care, though. I didn't really care that I lost it, because I tried to get into it when I first got this game, because I was super fucking excited for it, because it's like, oh my god, a new Paper Mario, and it's on the 3DS, oh my god. And I played it, I was like, huh? What? You know? It's like, it's not good. It's bad. Everyone knows that this game's bad. I tried liking it when I was younger, but I was like, man, this game is boring as hell. So, yeah. Paper Mario Sticker Star. So this next one might surprise you guys, but I own a Pokemon game. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the fuck? Yeah, I know, it was weird, right? So I got this game, was it like 2 Christmases ago? And I tried getting into it, right? I really did. And maybe I should pick it up again and play it more, but I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry. I have tried so many times to get into Pokemon in this series, and every time, I don't know why. I don't know. It's not the fact that I don't like RPGs or anything, because like, you know, I like RPGs. It's just like, I don't know, man. But Pokemon, I never got into it. It's not that I hate the concept or anything. It's just like, I guess it's just how slow it starts and how hand-holdy it is. And it's just like, I don't know. maybe someday I'll try to pick this game up again, but as of right now, I just can't get into Pokemon. I don't know why. It's like a curse for me or something. So next we got Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. This game's actually pretty fun. Shattered Crystal sucked left nut and was awful, and Rise of Lyric is literally garbage. But Fire and Ice was pretty fun. It was a one and done kind of game though, but it was pretty fun. Definitely the best Boom game ever made, period, and definitely a highlight during that period of time. And this was pretty damn good, a quality release. And it came with a little Sonic Boom TV DVD, which is also pretty damn cool, because the TV show was pretty damn cool and pretty damn good. And yeah, so the TV show, this game, and the designs were like my favorite things about Boom. Shattered Crystal and Rise of Lyric were awful. So, and yes, Shattered Crystal sucked too. I didn't like that game either. So next we got Rabbids Travel in Time 3D. This was a gift from a family member one time. This game's not good. Moving on. We're moving on from that. It's not very good. Next we have Super Mario 3D Land. This game's amazing. I 100%ed it twice. I love this game to pieces, and it's amazing. I think this game fits being on a handheld way more than 3D World fits being on a console. Because, I don't know, the idea of 3D, like this formula of Mario games being on a console, this feels weird. I don't know. 3D World's a great game. It's just, I feel like it suits better for like a handheld. You know what I mean? I don't know. This game's great though. It's amazing. 10 out of 10. No complaints at all. Seriously. It's good. Go play it. Next we got Smash Brothers for the 3DS. Now, the thing is about Smash 4 is like, we look back and it's like, man, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I just knocked everything over. Like, this game is so much better than Smash 4, even though you got those weirdos of like, that think Smash 4 is better and they're wrong. But, man, this game is so much better. But, in all fairness, at the time period, this game was great. And it still is. It's just like, you know, it's just, there's no point after Ultimate came out, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But in terms of Smash 4, right, this is the version I synced more time into because I thought it was just a better game, because the game modes were funner, Classic mode was actually good. I don't know why, I thought the 3DS version was better, and it had better stages too, that's another thing. So I think 3DS is better than Wii U in terms of a game, you know. Like Smash Wii U, the Classic mode sucked ass. There were some weird modes like Smash Tour that were just bad. Some of the stages were just not good, and it's just like, what? So, yeah. Even though people say Pac-Land from Wii U was bad, but I love that stage, so fucking suck my dick. But I love Smash 3DS though. Definitely the better version in my opinion, and a very quality game. I like Smash 3DS, so even though it's kind of invalidated now thanks to this game, but you know, even though you still got people that think this game's trash, even though I'm like, what? I will fucking dock you in the face. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. It's just like, you're wrong. Anyways, yeah, so let's move on to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. This game's amazing. Ocarina of Time is a great game. I think it's a little overrated, but this game's it's still a great game though, I'm not gonna lie. It's just, it's personally not like my favorite game in the world or anything, but definitely great remake too. I don't have Majora's Mask though, but yeah, pretty self-explanatory, you know. Moving on to a better N64 game though, we got Star Fox 64. I know people are gonna be mad for me saying that, but listen, Star Fox 64 is one of my favorite fucking games in the world, okay? And this remake's really good. Like, really good. Like, really, really good. I really like it. It's really good. And that's how you sell a Nintendo system. You remake one of the greatest Nintendo games ever made and put it on your system. That's how you do it, Nintendo. Anyways, great game. Next we have Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. I know this might be kind of odd, but this game is fucking amazing. And it's the best version of this game, because you don't have to use the fucking Wii remote to fucking do everything. And it's like, this version you can just play it with buttons and it's amazing. This is the definitive version, and this game is incredible. So please play this game if you have a 3DS. I'm begging you, it's great. No complaints at all. We have Hey Pikmin. Okay, so I know you guys know that I love Pikmin to pieces. It's my favorite Nintendo franchise ever. So you might be thinking, what do I think of this game? Well, I don't hate it like every Pikmin fan does. I don't hate this game at all. It has a right to exist. I'm okay with its existence, you know? And I don't think it's that bad of a video game. My biggest complaint with it is like when you play in like long bursts or long sittings, it can get very repetitive. And Pikmin die way too fucking easily in this game. And it's like, you turn around and there's like an enemy off screen and it just kills one of your Pikmin instantly. It's like, how the fuck was I supposed to react to that? But anyways, despite those problems though, I do think Pikmin, Hey Pikmin is a pretty fun game. It's a spin-off game. And I kind of want to make a video about this game. Maybe someday. Kind of explain, hey guys, you know, maybe ease up a little bit on this game. It has some great music actually if you look into it. And I don't hate this game at all. I think it's a pretty fun game. It's just it does have its problems though, and yeah. So a lot of Pikmin fans hate that fucking game though, and I don't understand it honestly. Like I kind of get it, but it's like, dude, calm down. Anyways, we got Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Now this might sound kind of blasphemous. I have never played Luigi's Mansion 1 or 3. I don't have 3. I've never played 1. And this is the only one I've played and beaten. And at the time, I thought this was really fun. And I still do think that. You know, it's a good game. It's just a lot of people don't like this game because of the way it's structured. But I can't say from experience, though, because I've never played 1 and 3, which are the games everyone else likes. So it's like, what the hell? Like, what do I say, you know? So I still think it's a good game. It's just comparing what everyone else says is like, oh, this game's the worst thing ever. And it's like, well, I can't say for sure because I've never played the other games. So I was like, well, whatever. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say about it because it's like, I've never played 1 and 3. So I was like, what, you know what I mean. Next, we got Link Between Worlds. This is one of the best Zeldas ever made. I love this fucking game to pieces. And it's fucking amazing. One of the best 3DS games. Seriously, it's so damn good. Kirby Triple Deluxe, this game is fucking poggers. This game is fucking amazing. It's a little basic for a Kirby game, but it's like a return to the formula at the time. It was really cool, and this game's really awesome, so no complaints at all. But we have Kirby Planet Robobot, which is a better game in my opinion, and honestly, this might sound, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or a popular opinion or what. I'm not super well versed in Kirby, but like this is one of the best Kirby games like ever. Dude, this game is amazing. Like I love it. Like I honestly wish Star Allies was like this game to just expand upon. I'm not saying Star Allies is a bad game. I'm not. I heard really good things about it. It's just like, it's just kind of there. It's kind of like, it's more akin to Kirby Triple Deluxe. It's just a Kirby game, you know? This one stands out more. That's why I like it more. So, yeah. But I just want to clarify, these games are great though. Kirby got a lot of love on the 3DS, and like all the Kirby games on the 3DS were great. So like, and plus we got another Kirby game right here, Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. I fucking hate that name, but I love this game. This game is amazing. I love Kirby's Epic Yarn. We'll get to that when we get to the Wii stuff. But this game's amazing. This is a great port too. And yeah, this was like the last Nintendo game they put out for this, for the 3DS. So yeah, pretty cool game to go out with. Even though it's just a port, but you know. Alright, next we have Yoshi's New Island, which... Okay, so when this game first got announced and when it was coming out, I was actually pretty excited for it. I remember when I got this game, because I'm a big fan of like Yoshi games. I love Yoshi's Island and Story and Crafted World. You know, actually not Crafted World. I haven't played Crafted World. Woolly World, that's what I meant. But yeah, so when this game was coming out, I was really excited. And then I played it, and there's a cat at the door. Hold on, there was a cat at the door. Come on, be in my video, dude. Give me more views. Come on, dude, you gotta get me some views. And I played it, and it was not very good at all. It's not the worst like game ever or anything. It's just, it's very mediocre. Oh, that's the cat. There's a cat in here now. The music is trash. This game is just so whatever, and it exists. I don't hate the art style. It's okay. It's just there. It's a game. It's very mediocre though. Yeah, so it's there. You know, whatever. It's not the worst thing ever. It's mediocre as fuck. New Super Mario Bros. 2. This is a game that I shouldn't like at all. Like, there's nothing really noteworthy about this game. But it is pretty fun. You know, I shouldn't enjoy it, but I kind of do. I kind of like this game. And the whole coin thing, though, it doesn't have much of a point in being there. It's just there. You don't really get a reward for getting a bunch of coins besides a different title screen. But yeah, it's not a bad game. It's just, it's there. And they released this game just a couple months apart from New Super Mario Bros. U, so it's like, what the fuck? That's just crazy. And don't mind the cat right there. So we have Pac-Man Party 3D. I think this was a launch title, I think. So it's basically just a port of Pac-Man Party to the 3DS. It's okay. It's an okay party game. It's alright. I actually do like Pac-Man's design right here. I think it looks pretty nice. If they use that for Ghostly Adventures, I wouldn't have had any issues. Like, that looks pretty cool. I wish this was an alt in Smash, actually. Like, I like that design. The Ghostly Adventure design is it's okay. It's whatever. This game's okay. It exists. I don't really have opinions on it. Don't mind the cat right here. Next we have Animal Crossing New Leaf again. I used to have this game. That's why I have 2 cases, so we're just gonna ignore this. Next I have Sonic Generations 3DS. This game's okay. It's not the best thing ever. It's got 2 2D Sonics in one game, which is kind of weird and odd. But, you know, it's an okay game. I do like some of the levels. Some of the level design, though, is kind of bad. But it's an okay game. Not really much to say. I don't have Lost World 3DS, which that game sucks. It is awful. That game is awful. I fucking hate Lost World 3DS. Next, I have Rayman Origins for the 3DS. I love Rayman and Rayman Origins. It's a good game. But this port is bad. This is not a good port. Just look at the back of the box. It's just warning shit. I forgot about that. That's fucking ridiculous. You got this small sliver, and then you have the. Why is that necessary? Okay, look at that. This port is not good. It's super slow and bad, and like it feels like it's playing in slow motion. There are worse games to play in the 3DS, but this port is not good. It's super slow. The Vita version is a million times better than this version. Don't bother with this version. It's not good. And same goes for Rayman 3D. I don't have a case for that game. I do have it though. Rayman 3D is basically a port of the Dreamcast version of Rayman 2. And it's known in the Rayman community for being a really bad port. It's not good either. So we got 2 bad Rayman ports on the 3DS, which that's just great, right? Anyways, we got Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. It's only for the new Nintendo 3DS XL, or whatever the fuck. So it's just a port of Xenoblade on the 3DS, which is pretty damn cool. This is pretty much useless nowadays, though, because Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition just came out recently, and that's on the Switch. So this is kind of pointless now, but it is what it is. This was a really good port, though. It was in 3D, and it was pretty cool. I really like this port, but you can only play in the new 3DS, so there's that. But it's a really good game, though. I also have it on the Wii, which is what it originally came out on. But that's all the 3DS stuff, so we're done with the DS and 3DS stuff. So now we're gonna move on to like the GameCube and Wii stuff, I guess. I guess we can do the Wii first. Alrighty, now time to get started on the Wii stuff. First up we got... Oh, fucking Jesus, this is like... Fuck, hold on. That's like really in there. Oh, god damn. So we got Kirby's Epic Yarn. I talked about this earlier. But Kirby's Epic Yarn is a really fun game. It's really good. Really cool kind of Kirby spin-off title that's actually really good. And the hate this game got is unjustified. It's just, oh, it's different, so it's bad. Like, no, this game's great. Next we got Xenoblade Chronicles. I remember seeing this game when I originally got it, like, man, I was seeing it on the shelves, like, I heard about this game, and it's like, I'm gonna go pick it up, and this is before, like, when did I pick this game up? It was a couple years ago. It was probably around 2013, and then a year later, Shulk got in Smash. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I never beaten this game, though, but it's still really good. from what I played. I haven't played in a while though, so yeah. Anyways, we got Super Mario Galaxy. Now, I have some weird opinions on this game. I do like this game, do not get me wrong. I do think it's kind of overrated, honestly, and it's not bad though. The first Galaxy is way better than 2. I kind of don't like Galaxy 2. It's just kind of like there, it exists. It's a game, it's good. It's just, why would I go back to it, you know? I don't know. Galaxy 1's pretty good. I think it's kind of overrated because I'm just not a big fan of the whole waggle Wii remote thing. I don't like that kind of stuff in games. I'm sorry. It's not me. It's not for me, man. But this game is still great. It's just, I don't like the motion control wagging shit because it's on the Wii, and I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. This is still a great game though, and I love the Rosalina story bits. That's like the best part of the game in my opinion, but yeah. Anyways, here we have a Mario game on the Wii that's better in my opinion. Yes, I said that. We have Super Paper Mario. Now, I don't know, okay. This is gonna make some people mad when I say this, but this is my favorite Paper Mario. Yeah. I know. So the thing with this game is like it's not a traditional RPG like Thousand Year Door. Keep in mind that I love A Thousand Year Door 2. I have it. I played it as a kid. I still have my copy. But in my personal opinion, I prefer this game because I think the story of this game is fantastic. And I'm more akin to platformers, so the fact that this game is kind of like a platformer too, it's like, I don't know, I guess I just lean towards it more, but I really like this game. This is my favorite Paper Mario, and the characters, the story, and it's just amazing. I love this fucking game. Like, that's my favorite Paper Mario. I know it's weird, but yeah. Anyways, we got Sonic Colors for the Wii. I'm gonna kind of go through the Sonic games kind of quickly because I already talked about my thoughts on them in my Sonic Collection video that you should totally watch, by the way. Sonic Colors is a great game. It does not deserve the hate that it gets just because it's mostly 2D. The Wisp are really cool power-ups. It has great music, some of the best locales and environments in the entire series. One of the best modern Sonic games. And I love this game. So, yeah. Here we have a little bit of a combo right here. We have Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Wii. These are the Wii releases. This was under the new Play Control series releases. And for Pikmin 2, this is a little odd, but for Pikmin 2, it was not under the new Play Control series. They put a Nintendo Selects stamp over it when this never came out at all. It's like, what? This doesn't make any damn sense. What do you mean Nintendo fucking Selects? This never came out at all. And you're acting like this is a re-release? This isn't a re-release. This is a new version of Pikmin 2. So this makes sense. This does not. I don't know why they released it like this. It like makes no fucking sense. Because the Nintendo Selects line, it's supposed to be like a cheaper alternative to pre-existing games on those systems, but Pikmin 2 was never on the fucking Wii until this release. So that always confused me when I was younger. I was like, what the fuck? And, I mean, it has this right here, but I don't know. I guess they figured they might as well. But I just want to say the Wii versions of Pikmin 1 and 2 are fantastic. And I also want to get the Japanese versions of the Pikmin games. But these versions are great ways to play the Pikmin games. And there's a lot of people out there that prefer the Wii versions. I'm kind of a GameCube purist when it comes to Pikmin. But I still love the Wii versions. They're fucking great. Anyways, we got the Blob for the Wii. This is kind of a cult classic. Sort of. It's kind of an underrated gem. But I love this game. It's actually out on modern platforms along with the Blob 2. This game's pretty fun. I loved it when I was younger. I have it on the Switch too. But you defeat these guys right here. They're like made of ink or whatever. Launch a color revolution basically. And yeah, so that's the Blob. It's a pretty fun game. Next we have Rabbids Go Home, which I have some pretty weird opinions about this game. This game's actually pretty fun. You know, it's a Rabbids game, but honestly, this is the best like Rabbids standalone game ever. It's actually pretty fucking fun, not even gonna lie. You build a tower of stuff basically, and like you go to the moon, which makes no sense. But like this game's actually pretty fun, and the only rabbids this is the only rabbids game I will allow in my family. Next we have the fuck TMNT Smash Up. So okay, the reason why I got this when I was younger is because the rabbids were unlockable characters in this game, and this is a Smash Bros. Clone. This is real. This is real. Okay, and we have, I think there's different variants of the rabbids too. There's a normal one. No, wait. I think there's a ninja one, the Splinter Cell one, and there's another one. I forget. But yeah, this is a Smash Bros. Clone with TMNT characters, you know, obviously, but it has rabbids in it as well because Ubisoft, and I was hoping Rayman would be in this game, but that didn't happen. So, yeah. That's so fucking weird, but yeah, that's a thing apparently. Speaking of those games, let's go ahead and talk about those games. So I have all of them, because of course I do. Next, we have up first the original Rayman Raving Rabbids. And what do I think of this game? You might be expecting me to say like, oh, this game is the worst fucking thing ever, or something like that, but no. This game's fun. This is a good game. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, what the fuck? A Rayman fan is defending this game? Yeah. I mean, when I was younger, I fucking loved this game. I was in love with this game. Now, keep in mind that when I was younger, too, I saw the Rayman 4 trailers and everything, and the prototype trailers. So, like, I was disappointed about the fact that's not what we got. We got a minigame collection instead. And I was super confused about it, and when I finally learned what happened, actually, I was like, wow, are you serious? I was disappointed, yes, but as a video game itself, this is still a really fun and quality game, despite the fact this game was super rushed. If you don't know about the development cycle of this game, they rushed the shit out of this game and had to reuse a lot of assets from the prototype. But yeah. Despite all that though, despite the fact it's a minigame collection and what happened to Rayman afterward and, you know, all that stuff, this is still a really fun game at its heart. I still really enjoy this game. I was actually going to make a Let's Play of this game way back when. But, having said that though, Rayman Raving Rabbids 2, it's okay. It's alright. The best parts about this game are the CGI cutscenes and the shooting levels, because it takes place in real life. Like, they literally filmed it and put a game in Rabbids over it, and I thought that was super cool. Like, you see this? It's like filmed in real life. I thought that was super cool. The music levels, the music minigames, those are really fun. There are some fun minigames in here, but like, you can tell like with this sequel, it was less about Rayman and the other characters from the first game, because there's some side characters in this game, and like, the overall atmosphere of this game was lost in the sequel, and that's why I don't like the sequel as much, because this game has this weird horror like vibe to it, and like it's kind of like sadistic and kind of cool too. It's weird. It's hard to explain, but that was like not even here in the sequel. It's like, okay, it's a minigame collection from the start and nothing more really. And one of the characters right there, he's just kind of there. And Rayman was literally just he was just there, dog. Like, it was just kind of insulting. But I don't hate that game though. However, this game, I don't like this one. TV Party, like, even when it was announced, I was like, okay, like, can this stop? Like, can we get a Rayman game again instead of this? Like, it's selling well, but can we please get something different? And you can tell which each game is like had less and less to do with Rayman, and I cannot stand the way they portray Rayman in this game, because they make him out to be this little bitch basically, and it's like the CGI cutscenes he's in, like, they look great, but like the characterization of Rayman is just lost. It's just gone. Like, they don't know. I don't like this one. You're not gonna find a lot of Rayman fans defending this one. This is the worst one. So, my opinions: 1 is a legitimately great game. 2 is alright. It's a minigame collection at heart and not much else. 3, I don't like it. So, yeah, those are my opinions on the Rabbids games. And there you go. Next, we got We Play. It exists. It's minigames with Mii's. And at one point, it costed $18. That's way too much for We Play. No. It's a game that exists. It's not a fucking game you're gonna be busting out when you go to a college dorm. Like, yo guys, wanna play some We Play tonight? Like, no. Like, fuck out of here. Next, we have Sonic and the Secret Rings. Which, okay, there are some things about this game I love and like the environments and the music, even though I don't like the use of the soundtrack. The controls suck. They're not good. The missions suck and they're not good. The egg mission can go fuck itself. The structure of the game is trash. A lot of things are bad, but there are also some things I like Sonic's model, the way he looks, the environments look great, some of the animations, it looks cool to watch, but when you play this game it sucks, because the controls are not good at all. So that's unfortunate, because there's things about Secret Rings I really like, but yeah, the controls, man. Black Knight is better because you can actually control the game this time, and you can use an analog stick. In this game, it has its own problems. It's really repetitive, but like, it has great music, the environments look great. Okay, this is gonna be a hot take, but I personally prefer the environments and theme of this game more, but I prefer this game as a video game more. Does that make sense? Anyways, but yeah, Black Knight is way better than Secret Rings, even though it does have its own, problems and stuff, but yeah. Let's see. We got Halo. This is the only original Xbox game that I have, and the reason why I got this is mainly because I thought I would be able to play this on my actual 360, but I can't because it needs a hard drive in order to play original Xbox games, so it's like, fuck. So I'm actually just gonna outright buy an original Xbox because, it's a console I actually did get to experience when I was a child, because I had a neighbor that had one, and I got to play some Halo 1 and 2 and a Shrek party game. What else did I play? Spyro, A Hero's Tale on it. I have a lot of great memories with the OG Xbox, and I would love to obtain one day. I don't think they're very expensive, but I got Halo, and this game's great. I know you guys wouldn't really expect me to be a fan of Halo, but I am. I do like Halo 1 and 2. I don't really have much experience with the series after 2, though. I love 1 and 2. I heard 3 was amazing, but I never really played 3 that much. I didn't like Halo 3 ODST. I didn't really like that one. I heard Reach was amazing, but my love for Halo comes from the first game. I think it's just my personal favorite. I'm not sure if that makes me just a nostalgia whore or what, or a basic bitch. But Halo 1 and 2 are legitimately great games. So I will stand by this sentiment until the end of time. So yeah, Sonic Generation. Oh wait, well I was gonna do like Nintendo stuff, but I guess we're already whatever. Who cares? Let's just go. Sonic Generations. I already talked about this in my Sonic video, Sonic Collection video. But Sonic Generations, one of the best modern Sonic games. It's great. The only problem is that it's very short, and it's amazing. So yeah, it's Generations. Enough said. Rayman Origins. Okay, so I'm a huge Rayman fan. I was so happy when this game came out. I was literally like, oh my god. So I love Rayman Origins, but like, if you know about the development of this game, like in all the story bits they cut out all the story in this game, and like they were originally gonna explain Rayman's origins, but they cut all of it out. They cut all of the story out. Like, there's nothing left. The only remains of the story left in this game is in the fucking instruction manual for some reason, and not in the game itself, which makes no fucking sense. I don't understand that decision. And the only reason why it's still called Rayman Origins is because, well, it's a 2D Rayman game again, and that's literally it. There's no like plot or anything, which I know it seems weird for me to complain about that. If you look at the development of this game and look at what they're gonna do with this game and its story, then like you would understand. But as a video game though, this game is still great. I think Legends is way better though, just in every regard possible. So there's not really much of a reason to go back to this game, because Legends is just a superior game all around. But I still love this game though. It brought Rayman back to life again, and like Michelle and So was very passionate about this game, and this is still a great fucking game and one of my favorite games of that generation. So yeah, still an amazing game though. Next we have Sonic Genesis Ultimate Genesis collection game thing, Sonic, and it's good Genesis games, and yeah. That's all you really need to say. It is what it is. There's nothing really to talk about. Okay, so you guys already know how I feel about this game. I've already talked about it before. I actually want to make a video of me playing this game and explaining why I think, explain my opinions and playing it and stuff. There are things I love about this game, there are things I hate about this game. I just think it's very meh. It's very in the middle for me. It's not because Werehog sucks. I mean, I don't like the Werehog, but like, the daytime stages, they're not bad. They're good, it's just they're not that great either at the same time. Like, they're done better elsewhere in other games in my opinion, and I would rather play Generations or Colors over this. I'm sorry, because I know this game has the best modern story and all that stuff and presentation, but like, the gameplay, man, like, that's why I play video games. It's like, it's just mad to me. I'm sorry. I will make a Sonic Unleashed video one day of me playing it and explaining why I love it and I kind of don't like it at the same time. It's not my favorite at all. I'm sorry. Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise. This is a sequel. Where's the original game? I had it somewhere. Here we go. So Viva Pinata. This is a great fucking game. Definitely like the best Rare game when Microsoft bought them. This is my favorite Rare game when they got bought by Microsoft. This game is fucking fantastic, and the sequel, I haven't played it. I have not played these games in years, granted, but I remember the sequel being way better in every regard. It added so much, and like, this game is fucking fantastic. Both the games are just, they're great. Basically, you take care of a garden, and you can have pinatas visit your garden, and they stay after a while, and you inhabit and keep the pinatas happy and stuff. It's like Child Garden, kind of, but with pinatas, and it's actually really fucking good. Next, we have the BioShock collection with 1 and 2, Ultimate Rapture Edition. I got this a long time ago, and I know you guys might be kind of surprised I own this, but I have not played BioShock in a long ass time, so I would be really interested to go back to it, because the games are on the Switch now, which is pretty cool. But basically, BioShock 1 is amazing, and BioShock 2 is okay. It's there. It's not as good as BioShock 1. I have never played Infinite though, or no, what is it called again? The third one? I don't even remember the fucking name of it. Wow. Yeah. But BioShock 1 is a classic. It's good as fuck. You should play it. It's a spiritual successor, I think, to System Shock and the System Shock series. And System Shock 2 is fucking amazing too. So, yeah, that's BioShock. Alright, so with DMC 1, it's dated, but it's still a classic. It's a great game. DMC 2 is the worst of the series, and it's fucking terrible. Hello, cat, how are you doing? DMC 3 is good too. It's just 2, man. Like, it sucks. And it was the one I grew up with when I was a kid. It sucks ass. It's not good. So don't play DMC 2 if you want to try the series, okay? DMC 1's great too. It's just dated, but DMC 3 and 4 are great. And DMC, the reboot, it's a good game. It's just the story sucks. And I haven't played 5 yet, so. Portal 2, this is a great fucking game, especially multiplayer. It's great. Dude, it's Portal 2. Like, who hasn't played Portal 2? Like, are you serious? I don't even need to explain it. D-Blob 2, I didn't like this one as much because it felt way too hand-holdy, and it added these 2D sections that didn't control that well. D-Blob 1's way better. Just my opinion. Next we have Mortal Kombat 2011, I think it came out. And this game was freaking dope as fuck. I did buy Mortal Kombat X, or Mortal Kombat 10, I guess it's called. And I didn't really like that one as much. I don't know, it just didn't click with me the same way. I really like this one. And I haven't played 11, so I don't know how that one is. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the series anyway, so who cares. Next we have Sonic 06. It's poopy. and it's bad. Now, granted, there are things about this game that I legitimately like, okay? My opinions on this game have changed some over time, you know? It's a bad game. It has some great ideas, some great music. There's some things about this game that I legitimately like its ambition, but it's a bad game. It's not good, though. And the controls are not good either, so it's overly fucking sensitive. Oh, we have some Wii games I forgot. I'm a dumbass. They're up here. I didn't even see them. Next we have Smash Bros. Brawl. Definitely the most controversial of the series because of how different it was. Now, can I just say, when I was a kid though, this game was my everything. I love this game so fucking much. But looking back, you know, the entire meta of the game, competitively at least, was Meta Knight, because he was S tier. The art style, oh, goddamn, it has not aged well at all. Like, I get what they're going for, like, show we can be serious too, you know, even though it's on the Wii, we can be serious, you know. This is Smash Bros. Brawl. Like, I love that name too. But it introduced Sonic and Snake and third-party characters and Olimar and introduced so many of my favorite things about Smash, but like at the same time it's like, yeah, and I hate art style. The art style is gross, I'm sorry. In Subspace Emissary, I love things about it, like the cutscenes, but actually playing it, it's like, I'm not the biggest fan of Subspace. Like, I like the idea, I love the cutscenes, but the gameplay just wasn't that great. And the Great Maze can go fuck itself. We have two more Wii games I forgot because I'm stupid. We have New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's okay. This is my least favorite New Super Mario Bros. Game, actually. It didn't click with me. I don't know why, and some of the level design was not good in this game. This is my least favorite one. I don't know why. I don't like it that much. Anyways, Mario Strikers Charge. This game's pretty damn fun, and I don't know why they made Mario Sports so edgy, but I'm kind of for it, and this game's really fun. Especially multiplayer. If you play multiplayer, this game's pretty fun. And yeah, I don't have much to say about that one. It's just pretty fun. Okay, now we're heading into GameCube territory. The first GameCube game we have is Sonic Heroes. Now, this is not the version I grew up with. I grew up with a PS2 version, which we will get to that. And this version is definitely the way to play Sonic Heroes, man. Because after I got the GameCube version, like, bro, it has completely changed my perspective on Sonic Heroes, because the frame rate on the PS2 version was awful, but after playing the GameCube version, experiencing like it in its full potential and how good it is, like, I'm just gonna say it, y'all can disagree with me all y'all want, but this is one of the best Sonic games ever made. I said that. One of the best 3D Sonics ever made. Sonic Adventure, Sonic Generations in this game. This is my third favorite 3D Sonic, and one of my favorite games in the series. I think this is one of the best Sonic games ever. This period. I fucking adore this game so fucking much. Getting the GameCube version has like opened my eyes, dude, to a new world. Like, I enjoyed Heroes as a kid, you know, with the PS2 version, but like finally like experiencing this game the way it was meant to be played, it was eye-opening, dude. It like changed my perspective on the game entirely, and it's like, holy shit, this game, I love this game. So yeah, shoutouts to one of the best Sonic games ever fucking made, period, with a T. But yeah, that's Sonic Heroes. Next, we got another one of my favorite games of all time, Pikmin 1 for the GameCube. Now, as you all may know, I'm a huge die-hard fan of the series. I love Pikmin to fucking pieces. And Pikmin 1 is actually my favorite in the series. And I'm a weirdo, I know. But you're gonna have a lot of people saying Pikmin 2 is their favorite, which I can completely understand. I get it. It's just me personally, I feel like Pikmin 1 had the right amount of challenge to where it wasn't too easy or too hard. I really like the day limit Pikmin 1 had, and the character development of Olimar in Pikmin 1 as well. Because in Pikmin 2, that was kind of lost somewhat, a little bit at least, because he still had logs and stuff, but it wasn't in like the same way. But Pikmin 1 is definitely my favorite in the series. I know that I don't know if that's a weird opinion or what, because I know there's a lot of folks that say 2 is better. But yeah, let's get to Pikmin 2 actually. So the GameCube version of Pikmin 2, if you don't know, it's really rare because this game, when it came out, like, it didn't sell very well at all. So like the GameCube version of this game was super hard for me to get, and when I did, it costed me that much, which nowadays that's nothing, but at the time that was like a lot, like for a GameCube game. Yeah, so Pikmin 2, when I was younger, holy shit, guys, I cannot express enough how much I love this game. Like, every time I look at this box art, I just think of all those memories, and it's like, bro, this is one of the best games ever made. Like, hands down. Like, I know I have my opinions about this game, and like, how there's some things that, like, are not the best, you know? But, like, the whole randomness of the caves, and how long some of the caves can be and stuff, and how overpowered purple Pikmin were, and like, it has some problems. But I fucking love this game. I still love this game so fucking much. And every time I look at this box art, I get kind of like, I just think about all those memories, dude, of me playing this game at night and just staying up way too late and just clearing all the caves and stuff. Really good memories, man. I just love, like, God, like, when I start thinking about this series, man, when I start thinking about these games, I just get kind of emotional. It's like, bro, I'm getting old. But I love these games so much. Even though I like this one more, they're fucking fantastic. Please, please, please play these games. Please, they're great. I don't care what you play them on or emulate them. Just please play those games. And now we have another one of my favorite games of all time, Rayman 3. So, you guys know, I love Rayman, my favorite video game character and franchise ever. I like Rayman more than Sonic, and Rayman 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, and I always go back and forth whether I like Rayman 2 or 3 more. I do like the combat at 3 more, but I feel like 2 had a better atmosphere, and like, all that stuff, I love the atmosphere too, oh my god. But Rayman 3 is literally one of my favorite games of, like, ever. I cannot stress enough how fucking, like, I can't stress enough how much I love this game, dude. Like, you don't understand. I fucking, masterpiece. Fucking masterpiece. That's all I can say. Just play it, please. Another one of my favorite games, Melee. Alright, let's talk about this. So, I know there's a lot of folks out there, right, that think this game is super overrated, right? But I still love this game. You wanna know why, though? Not only because of the competitive scene and how much I love watching this game competitively, because I actually am a fan of esports, if you don't know, and I love the Smash Bros. Competitive scene and stuff, but I grew up with this game, dude. Like, I got this game around the time it came out, dog. Like, I remember seeing this game for the first time, I was like, bro, this game looks amazing, and the first character I picked when I first got to play it was Ice Climbers for some reason, because I didn't recognize them. I was like, who the fuck? And then bro, like, the memories of unlocking all the characters and discovering who all these characters were and finding out who the fuck Mr. Game & Watch was, and then my dad telling me what Game & Watches were, and then that made me interested in liking these characters and stuff, because I keep in mind, like, I was born a Sega and PlayStation kid. I got introduced to Nintendo with the N64 and my brother, and my first Nintendo game, I think, was either Smash 64 or Mario 64, is one of them. And like, this was finally my own Smash Bros. Game I had myself. I was like, so fucking, you don't even understand. And I literally, like, got all the characters and then deleted my save file so I could just get them all again, because I love this game that much. I did that like 5 fucking times. And like, I just, like, I remember seeing the Captain Olimar trophy in this game and thinking, man, I wish he was playable someday, and thinking, man, what if Sonic was in this game? And I just think about all those memories, man, all just late night memories. I love that game still, and I do think it's a better game than Brawl. I'm sorry, you can disagree, that's okay. It's just, I still love Melee. You can call me a fanboy or whatever, but that's still a great game. Sonic Mega Collection, this box sucks. This game is amazing though. I did not grow up with this version though. As a kid, I grew up with the Plus PS2 version, which I have over here. It's still a great game, amazing collection with amazing music and extras. It's fucking Sonic Mega Collection, bro. Like, what are you? Alright, so Sonic Adventure DX. This port is not that good. This is a Sonic Adventure I grew up with. A lot of other kids did, but this port is not that great. It makes a lot of downgrades and upgrades in areas to where it didn't really need it. The lighting is not as good. It added a bunch of extras, which was cool, but overall, though, the port was kind of not that great. But I still love this game in my heart. So, yeah, there are some positive qualities about DX though, but as a port itself, it's not that good. Now, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, this port is amazing because it makes improvements and adds a bunch of shit. So it's like, this is now the definitive way to play this game. And it's like, so this port is actually way better. This came out first for some reason, and then the Adventure 1 port came out after Adventure 2. That's weird. But yeah, this was like Sonic's first foray into Nintendo consoles. Actually, yeah, the very first one. This was a huge deal when this happened, and to me as well. I was like, what the fuck? Sonic is on Nintendo? What the fuck, bro? I'm about to have an aneurysm, but yeah. Amazing game though. I love the adventure games, if you guys know me, because I love Sonic. Yeah, the adventure games are some of my favorite games of all time. Sonic Riders, this is actually a super underrated game in the series. My opinions on this game have changed a lot, actually. I love the intro. This game is hella underrated. Like, this game is actually really fucking good. And, like, it makes me mad that so many people, like, just brush it off. It's like, this game's actually really fucking fun. And my opinions on it have changed a lot, but this game is really dope. And more people should give it a chance. And definitely one of the best Sonic racing games, so thumbs up from me. Because I know in my Sonic collection video I said it was whatever, but my opinions on that game have changed a lot. This game still sucks. I still hate this game with every fiber of my being. I love Shadow, but I don't like this game and what it did to him. This game ruined his character. I actually do, some of my opinions have changed a little bit. Like, I do like the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack is pretty underrated. I do like the soundtrack now. That has changed. I think everything else is the same though. I don't like this game still. It's poopy. Great CGI though. Auto aim works good. The whole morale thing is stupid because it's a last story thing. This game didn't need to happen. Like, we literally got one of the greatest Sonic games ever, and then this happened. And I get the idea of Shadow having his own game, but this is pooey. So, there is a part of me that really wants to like this game because I love Shadow and this is his own game and I want to like it, but I just don't. Like, if it was just like the neutral missions and levels like that throughout the entire game and just that was like all the levels, like, I would probably be okay with this game, honestly, but it's just the missions. The way this game's structured can eat my ass. So, there we go. Bomberman Generation, not Bomberman Generations like Sonic Generation. So, I got this game super cheap, and this game is actually really fucking good. It's really cool. It's not like Bomberman Hero to where you can jump. It's not a platformer, but you run around. It's a big old adventure. There's also the classic Bomberman mode, but it has a story mode as well. It's pretty cool. I really like this game. Pretty underrated game, and yeah, it's Bomberman Generation. Pretty cool GameCube game. Next we have Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Now this game is pretty fucking dope. This is regarded as the best Paper Mario. Can't say I blame them. It is an amazing game that I absolutely loved when I was a kid. I still do. I just have not played this game in such a long time. I should really try playing it again since a new Paper Mario game got announced not too long ago, which was fucking crazy. It came out of nowhere. I'm pretty excited for that game. I'm pretty hopeful for it. I hope it's good, honestly. But yeah, this game is amazing. Literally, like, everyone knows that this game's a masterpiece, so I don't even need to explain it. I just personally like Super Paper Mario a little bit more. So this is Metroid Prime. Like I said earlier in this video, if you guys don't know, I used to be a Metroid head, because Metroid Zero Mission was, like, amazing, and I thought it was literally, like, the best thing ever, and I was like, oh my god, Metroid. So I wanted to get all the Metroid games, and like, Metroid, okay, the thing with the Metroid Prime games, right? I don't have 3, but I can never. I know Metroid Prime is regarded as one of the best games ever made, and I do like this game, but I can never really get into it. You know, like get into it. And Prime 2, it's just not that great. It's okay. I haven't played Prime 3, so I don't know what the consensus. I don't know what people's opinions on that game are, but I know with Prime 2, it's you know. When I played this game when I was younger, I liked it, but you know. And this is the game that introduced Dark Samus, which, you know, yeah, that's the only redeemable thing about this game, really. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just, Metroid Prime is like regarded as a classic, though. It's just I should really try playing this game again. I haven't played it in such a long time, but I just couldn't really get into it the same way. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Am I stupid? I don't know. I should try getting into it again. That's all I'm saying. Alright, so we're gonna get started on the PlayStation 2 stuff. And here we have the Pac-Man Power Pack, which comes with Pac-Man World 2, 3, and World Rally, which is a racing game if you don't know. And this is pretty fucking dope. Alright, so here's all my opinions on these games. So if you don't know, actually, I'm a pretty big Pac-Man fan. I love Pac-Man series. Pac-Man World 2 is fucking fantastic, even though it has some weird and questionable difficulty spikes sometimes. And you can tell I usually keep these cases in here because of how new they still look. But Pac-Man World 2, still a great game though. And this is a lot of people's favorite like Pac-Man game, and it's amazing. If you don't know, the Pac-Man World series is they're 3D platformers basically. And me personally, I love this game, don't get me wrong. But I've always been like, I really like 1. I don't know why, even though 1 also has its problems, like with the whole, that game also has some weird difficulty spikes too, but this is still a quality game, and this game is still amazing. Pac-Man World 3 though, this is kind of an oddball one, because this one's, a lot of people don't like this one because of the fact that they try to change things up and make it, they add like combat to this game, which usually for 3D platformers that's kind of bad, because usually when that happens, it doesn't end very well. Okay, in this game, the combat isn't amazing or anything, but I feel like people are a little too harsh on this game. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's just nostalgia, it probably is, but I really like this game. I feel like people just hate on it a little too much, like calm down. Like, I really like Pac-Man's voice. I don't know why, but I do. And every time I think of Pac-Man and him having a voice, his voice from this game is what I think of. I don't know why, it's just that's his canonical voice in my head. I don't know why. But this game is still a lot of fun. It's very different, very weird, but that's what I like about it though. And yeah, so all the Pac-Man World games, in my opinion, are great games. It's just the third one's a little divisive because of the combat and stuff, but I still really like this game. Yeah, so there's the Pac-Man World games. I still have Pac-Man World 1 up there, but we haven't gotten to the PlayStation 1 games yet. So let's talk about Pac-Man World Rally. This is a racing game, and you can also play as Puka from Dig Dug, and some other characters. You can play as Erwin from Pac-Man World 3, which he was a villain in that game. You got Mecha Pac-Man, I forget his name, or Mecha Pac, I forget his name. He's from Pac-Man World 1, if you don't know. And I think you can also play as Spooky from Pac-Man World 2. And you haven't played any of those games, you're gonna be like, what the fuck, who is he talking about? But this is a really cool racing game. I haven't played it in a long time, but it's really dope though, and it's a lot of fun. So all these Pac-Man games are good shit, honestly. So I don't have Pac-Man Fever, which is a Pac-Man party game. I do not have that game. Oh my god, okay, so we get to talk about this game again on this channel. So, if you don't know, I did a Let's Play of this game a long time ago, back in 2015. So this is Aqua Teen Hunger Force Zombie Ninja Pro-Am. This is a game I've always wanted when I was younger, and I finally got it. I was like, oh my god, I have the Aqua Teen video game, boy! And, okay, here's the thing you have to understand. This is not really a good game, okay? It's not, but that's kind of the joke of it. sorta. Because, like, I'm a huge fan of this show, if you guys don't know. If you know me personally, you know I'm crazy about this show. I've expressed that so many times throughout the years through my videos, and I literally did an entire Let's Play dedicated to this game, and I beat it in its entirety. So basically what this is, it's a golfing game, and you kill people and you also race. So it's a golfing game, but you walk to your ball and kill people, and then you do golf cart races. Yeah, that's kind of like just the humor of the show, like, summed up. They got the actual voice actors from the show and writers from the show. So the best thing about this game is, like, the story and, like, the cutscenes and stuff. The actual gameplay isn't that fun, but I still love this game in my heart because of what it is, dude. It's not really a good game, you know, but I still love it in my heart, you know. But yeah, people that don't like the show or aren't aware of it aren't gonna like that game at all. That game is made for fans only. Anyways, we got Parappa the Rapper 2, and this game is phenomenal. If you guys don't know, I love Parappa. He's my favorite Sony PlayStation dude character. And okay, so I personally prefer the first game, but I still love the second game. Like, it's a close call between those two, but I still love this game. The pieces, the songs in it are dope, and the gameplay has been refined more, and I really wish they would just make a third one, but they're never going to fucking do that, even though we did get a remaster of the first one in 4K. But, you know, it'd be really cool if someday, one day, we get a third game. I'm just saying, that'd be really cool, Sony. Come on, do it. You know you want to. So yeah, this game is amazing. Please go play it. I love the series and this character, please. Come on, man. Parappa is amazing. Next we got Crash Twinsanity. Now, back in the day, I actually considered this like my favorite Crash game, which that's actually something I don't really agree with these days, because the game has aged. I've seen its like shortcomings over the years, and you know, my opinions have changed on this game. But when I was younger, I was madly in love with this game. I thought this was my favorite Crash game. I still love this game, don't get me wrong. It's just, it has aged, and like I can tell its shortcomings and how rushed it was and how many glitches it has. It was a really rushed game, and the story is like not really good, but this is still a great game though, and it has a very special place in my heart, and it's still one of my favorite Crash games. It's just, it's not like my absolute favorite like I used to claim when I was younger though. Next we got Sonic Mega Collection Plus. This is the one I grew up with. It's just the same thing on PS2 and Xbox. It has some other extras, different menu and layout and stuff like that, but yeah, the music's the same though. It has some extra things, and yeah, it's Sonic Mega Collection, dude. Here's Sonic Heroes again. This is the version I grew up with. Don't play this version. The frame rate is terrible. That's all I'm gonna say. One of the best 3D Sonic games, one of the best Sonic games, but this version is just not that good. Sega Superstars, the fucking iToy. You remember that thing? The iToy. Yeah, dude, remember that? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. So I actually used to have Sly 3, but I don't anymore. But in terms of the Sly Cooper games, I actually played all of them when I was a kid. And I don't know. Like, I know 2 and 3 are objectively better games, right? Especially Sly 2. But, I don't know. In my heart, I've always preferred Sly 1. I don't know why. I guess it's just more platform heavy. I don't know. But yeah, Sly Cooper, this is a great game. This series is just great in general. Please play the Sly Cooper games. They're great. We got Sly 2 over here. I don't have I hate these fucking boxes. But yeah, Sly 2, amazing sequel. I think I like this one more than 3. 3 is good too. I think 2 is probably objectively the best one though. Next we got Kingdom Hearts. Okay, so Kingdom Hearts 1 is a game I grew up with and I loved as a kid. And I didn't really follow the series too much after that. I did get Kingdom Hearts 2 as a kid. I played it and I was like, what? And I returned it. And that was the end of that, I guess. and I explained my experience with the series in my Kingdom Hearts 3 video you can watch. I made a while ago, but yeah, so I have a weird history with the series, and it's a series that like I'm a casual fan of. I'm not like a hardcore fan of the series or anything. I consider myself a casual fan, you know, basically. So I still think the first game's great. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a great game too. I just haven't played in a long time, even though I do have the HD collections on PS4, which we will get to that when we do. I will show downloaded games as well when we get to consoles and stuff. It's gonna be really unorganized and messy, but yeah. Next we have Rayman Arena. This is a game I grew up with as a baby, and and I loved this game as a kid, but I just like every time I played this I was like, dude, like I wish I wish this was just, I wish I like had, because I didn't have Rayman 3 yet, so I was just kind of playing this to pretend it was like a new big Rayman game when it wasn't at all. Like I still love this game, but it's just like I look back on it, it's like, why did this exist? Like why, this is such a weird idea for a Rayman game. Like I know like Rayman back in the day was like Ubisoft's like go-to guy, so like, hey, let's make like this party multiplayer thing, and it's like, okay. And like the different versions of this game is like really weird, because this game has a lot of different names. It's Rayman M, which is a stupid fucking name, and the GameCube version of this game is different too. It has some differences, like the intro is different, and it's weird, I don't know. And then there's Rayman Rush. I do have that game, and we'll get to that. It was a PS1 downgrade. I don't know. Rayman Arena, it's a fine game, it's just weird. I don't know why it exists, but yeah. Rayman Arena is a game that exists. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. We got Rayman 2 Revolution. I wanted this game so bad as a kid, you guys don't understand. Because this is one of my favorite fucking games in the world ever, okay? You guys don't understand how much I love Rayman 2. Okay, you don't fucking understand. And I, like, this, okay. The thing is, with Rayman 2 Revolution, I love this game, don't get me wrong. But honestly, dude, I would rather play the original versions. I feel like the Dreamcast version of Rayman 2 is the definitive superior version. And I don't like Revolution as much, because the thing is, they added like a hub world, which made it feel really disjointed in a grand scheme of things. Like, it was cool, but I really just prefer the level progression thing. I don't know. And there are some changes, which is cool, don't get me wrong, it makes it stand out more, but I personally prefer the original. But this is still a quality game though. I still love this game. It's just, if I had to choose this or like the Dreamcast version, I would definitely choose the Dreamcast version. This is still a fine release though, and it's, at least it has some differences too, so that's cool. I guess this is to make up for the fact that the PS1 version of Rayman 2 wasn't good. So it's like, hey, PS2 version, we're gonna add all this shit to it. So yeah, it's still a good game though, don't get me wrong guys. It's just, if I had the choice, the Dreamcast version is the way to go. Anyways, we got Mega Man X collection. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's got all the Mega Man X games, and it's not split into like 2 collections like the Legacy ones. The Legacy collections are good too. It's just, with this, it's like all in one, which is pretty cool. Even Mega Man X6, and that game sucks poo-poo. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We also got Mega Man Anniversary Collection, which just has, I think it's just Mega Man 1 through 8, if I'm, yeah, I think it's Mega Man 1 through 8. And it's pretty cool. There are some emulation issues sometimes, I think, but yeah. It's a pretty cool collection. Not really much to say about it, honestly. Yeah, I got a bunch of Mega Mans. Next we have Tide 2 Bush Rescue. Okay, so the thing is, Tide of Tasmanian Tiger is a pretty cool series. I do like Tide 2, but Tide 1 is definitely the best. I don't own it physically, but I do have it like on Steam, and it is on the Switch now too. So I have played Tide 1. Tide 1 is my favorite. Tide 2 is good too. Tide 3 can suck my dick. Tide 3 is awful, don't play that one. Tide 4 is a 2D one, so I don't count that one, I'm sorry. It feels like a budget title. because Chrome Studios isn't that big of a studio, so I don't blame them. It's just, yeah. But if I had to recommend any tie game, it would definitely be 1. 1 is my absolute favorite. 2 isn't bad. 2 is good. It's just, it just feels like they added more for the sake of adding more. And 3 is just the pinnacle of that. And they added this really shitty combat system. It's like, what the fuck? Tie 1 is definitely the best. This is good too, though. It's just Tie 1 is my personal favorite. Now we got Destroy All Humans 2, which this is a really cool series. So, the first game is actually going to get remastered. But I grew up with the second game. And this game is amazing. It's like GTA with aliens, and you can like become people and like drive UFOs and shoot people with lasers, and it's amazing. I love this game. It's amazing. So happy it's gonna get a remaster or a remake on the PS4. I think it's on Switch. I don't know if it's coming to Switch. So here's a random ass game. We got The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. Now this is a game I rented because, you know, back when Blockbuster was a thing that existed, I rented games. Yeah, I know, it's fucking crazy. That's actually how I played Jak and Daxter, this game, and Pac-Man World 2 for the first time by renting. But yeah, I rented this game, I fell in love with it, and like I had to get it back instantly. And I love this game. It's like a really cool licensed game that I have a lot of love for and a nostalgia for. So it's like a weird Devil May Cry beat 'em up. It's fucking bizarre, but it's kind of badass. It's kind of fucking cool. So yeah. Alright, but you're gonna get tired of this is Halloween theme, because that's the combat theme in that game. So it's like, oh my god, it's the only song that plays. This is kind of random. So this is a game I grew up with, Digimon 1 and 4. It's basically like, I don't know how to explain this shit. It's basically like an over-the-top adventure game, and you battle monsters and Digimon. I'm not into Digimon, okay? This is just a game from my childhood. I really like this game though. I'm not into this at all, this series at all, not even in the slightest. But this was fun when I played it, and yeah, that's all I can really say, I guess. So now, this is kind of random too, the Simpsons game, The Simpsons. Back in the day, I actually used to be a fan of this show. I still like the early seasons, you know, and enjoyed the movie when it came out. Even though I don't know if that's objectively like good, considered good or not, I don't know. But yeah, I was a fan of The Simpsons. I mean, I don't hate them or anything. I like this show when I watched it. It's just, you know, you guys know. This game isn't half bad, honestly, for a licensed game. I was really excited for it for some reason. And yeah, I was all about getting weird licensed games back then. Like, I had Family Guy and a PSP. Yes, that's right. I used to have that game. I don't have any of my PSP games anymore, unfortunately. But I had Sonic Rivals, I have Family Guy, what was some other? Medieval Resurrection, some other ones I don't remember. There's a lot of games I lost to time, but yeah. The last game we have is probably the worst one. Devil May Cry 2, I already talked about this, but yeah, this game's poopy. Worst in the series. They made Dante this super edgy, boring motherfucker that isn't Dante. It's like they took all the charm out of him, like, and it made him this like super serious, silent emo dude. He's like, it's so, I hate this game. It's bad. Don't play this game. It's literally the worst. Alright, so let's go over my Saturn collection. There's not a lot to go over, but I will show you guys what I have. So I have, what is that doing in there? That's a great movie, but what is that doing in there? Anyways, I have Nights into Dreams. I don't have a case for it, but this is one of the iconic Sega Saturn titles. And you use the Sega Saturn 3D pad to play Nights. And I gotta say, when you play Nights with this controller and on actual hardware, it is so amazing, dude. Like, Nights is a game you have to learn how to play. But like, once you learn it, it's so archaic and like super fun. And I love Nights to pieces, and I wish we got like another Nights game or something. And playing it with this controller is like godlike. And can I just say, like, this is actually like my favorite controller in the whole wide world, and I mean it. Like, this analog stick is sex. It's so good, and these buttons and the way it feels, I love this controller so much. And it's like a precursor to the Dreamcast controller, and this is better than the Dreamcast controller. And we got Virtua Fighter 2, another iconic Saturn game. Pretty self-explanatory. It's fucking Virtua Fighter 2. Like, I think everyone and their mom has played this game. And we got Daytona USA, another iconic Saturn game, which is like, again, who hasn't played Daytona USA? So it's like, these games are fucking amazing. I just wish I had more Saturn games because I don't have that many. This is Virtual On. This is one of the few import Saturn games I have. And the thing is with Sega Saturn games is like the American versions of Saturn games are so expensive. So like if you want a Sega Saturn, you want Sega Saturn games, you have to import them if you want to save any kind of money. So this is Virtual On. It's basically like this really cool Sega mech game, and it's super badass. It's like an arena, you fight other mechs, and you blow the shit out of them, and it's like really cool. And this case, and this shit looks so clean. This game is awesome. So badass 3D mech game for the Saturn, and this is actually Christmas Nights, and this is also the imported Japanese version. I got this at a retro video game store. I was like, holy shit, is that Christmas Nights for the Sega Saturn? The Japanese version? I was like, holy fuck, that's rad. So this is Christmas Nights. It's basically like, it's sort of like a weird, different version of Nights. I was kind of like, not really the full game, it's more so like a demo. But yeah, it's Christmas Nights. You can actually unlock Sonic to play as in this game, which was the first time you could play as Sonic in a 3D environment ever. So that's pretty fucking cool. I kind of want to make a video of me. I really do want to make a video of me playing some Saturn games once I get some more games, and I will definitely showcase that whenever I make that video. What the fuck is this? I have my copy of 3D Blast for the PC. I used to have Sonic R to PC. That's the version I grew up with, but I don't know where it went. Yo, I have fucking Bare Knuckle Grind Tech Deck Dudes for the PC. You guys remember these games? The Tech Deck Dudes? I grew up with this shit, and I had an entire collection of these figures. My collection was so big I needed an entire bag, and I filled up the bag, and I had a pretty cool fucking collection, and I was super into these toys and this game. And you guys remember this? I remember that. I definitely remember that. This is not video game related at all, but I have this classic Mario Bros. DVD I was gonna make. I still kept the case for it too, and it was gonna be like, I was gonna do like a contest and give this to like the person that won. Like, oh my god, this is so worth doing, and this is something like some YouTubers were doing back then. And oh yeah, I remember this. So okay, I burned this CD. This was just a test. Let's see if I can make it my own like DVD. So I put a random episode of Classic Mario Bros. On this DVD, and it was Devil's Arithmetic Part 3. It's not the collection, it's just that one episode. I was just doing it as a test. But it was going to include all these episodes. And that's my own handwriting of little baby me. New trailers of C&B episodes and new episodes. Okay. Alright. Okay, so yeah, that was a thing. It's not related to anything, but I thought it'd be interesting to share, because I still have this after like 10 years. Forgot to show this, but my Vita games, I have Tearaway, I have Little Big Planet Vita. I'm actually working on a Vita video right now, so I'll be showcasing that in that video. But we have Sly Cooper Collection, we have Sly 4, so I have all the Sly Cooper games on Vita. God of War, and I'll be showcasing my downloaded games when we get to the downloaded section of this video, basically. Alright, so let's get to the Sega Dreamcast stuff, and of course we have to talk about Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. Now this is one of my favorite games of all time, my favorite 3D Sonic of all time, and I fucking love this game. This is the best version of Sonic Adventure you could own on the Dreamcast, and yeah, I do want to get a new copy though, because my case is kind of messed up, because when you open it, it does that. So I also want to get the Japanese version too, and of this game, because I love it that much, and it means that much to me. And yeah, it's fucking Sonic Adventure. What else can I say? I also have Sonic Adventure 2. The Dreamcast version isn't the superior version, but I still got this because I love this game, and I love the Dreamcast, and I love Sonic, so it was a no-brainer, of course. Then I have the best fucking game ever made, Rayman 2 for the Sega Dreamcast. I consider this to be the best version of this game, you know, at least with the original releases of this game. and it's so smooth, it's so good, it's the best version. If you're gonna play Rayman 2, please play this version. It's the definitive version. This is literally one of the greatest games of all time, one of the best systems of all time. It's just, it's amazing. I love this fucking game so fucking much. You guys don't even understand. Rayman 2, masterpiece material. So next we have my newest Dreamcast edition, Samba de Amigo. I don't have the maracas, but you can play this game with buttons, and it's pretty fucking cool. I love this game to pieces. Great game, a great Sonic Team game. I really miss it when Sonic Team made other things besides Sonic. I really wish they would bring that back, but I know fans will be really mad, like, oh, where's my new 3D Sonic? You know, all that jazz. But Samba de Amigo is an amazing game. I love that game. Next we have Space Channel 5, and the cover is really cool because you can, like, make your dance. Now the thing about this game is a rhythm game, and I love rhythm games. It's not really a rhythm game, actually. It's like a copycat kind of. You do what the aliens tell you to do. It's kind of like a rhythm game. Yeah, it's a rhythm game, but it's just I suck at this. I am not good at this game, but I still have it because it's a Dreamcast classic. It's a great game. I'm really bad at it though. Ooh, okay. So we have one of the best games of all time right here, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. This is the first one I got on Dreamcast. I was like, oh my god, yo, I love the Tony Hawk games so fucking much, and this is a classic, and it's like, bro, you know, why not? You know, it's one of the best games ever made. Dreamcast, it's a no-brainer, dude. I grew up with 3 and 4 the most. 4 is always my favorite though, when I was a kid at least. Next I have Bomberman Online, which this is pretty damn cool considering I've heard that this game's kind of rare in terms of Dreamcast games. So I know it's just a disc, but it's still pretty damn cool to own this game because I love Bomberman the series, and this is a very well-renowned game in the series and stuff, so it's pretty cool to have this. And the anime opening is fucking god tier, so it's awesome. I still want Saturn Bomberman and Bomberman Fight for the Saturn. Next I have Sega Bass Fishing. It's Sega Bass Fishing, and it's Sega Bass Fishing. It's fucking Sega Bass Fishing. Now okay, so these 3 games right here, we have Jet Grind Radio, Choo Choo Rocket, and Power Stone. The thing is, with these games, these are not the official releases, these are burned copies. Now the thing with the Dreamcast is, like, it had a really bad piracy problem to where games could be easily burned on the disc, and that's what these are. These are not official releases or versions of these games, because I found these at a retro video game shop. See? Reproduction disc. And that's why, you know, they're super cheap. I was like, oh, I realized they're a reproduction disc afterwards. So I was like, oh, okay. So these are not official versions, okay? And plus for these 2 games, like, they're so common, you might as well get the official versions. And with Power Stone, it's kind of expensive, so yeah, that makes sense, you know. But yeah, these are not official versions. These are burned reproduction disc. So just to let you know. Alright, before we get started on PlayStation 1 stuff, I forgot to mention one more Dreamcast game I have. It's Crazy Taxi. I got this retro video game store. Here's the disc. It's Crazy Taxi. Everyone knows this game. It's amazing, masterpiece, 10 out of 10. Anyways, though, before we get to PlayStation 1 games, I want to show you all the discs I have. So here's all the discs in this pile of retro games. We have Crash 1. I don't have the cases of these anymore because these are eons old from my childhood. But we have Crash 1, classic game I grew up with when I was a baby. We have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, my personal favorite in the series. I fucking love this game. Soundtrack is godlike too. My personal favorite in the series. We have Frogger 2. I know it's kind of weird, but I fucking love this game. This is an underrated gem, my dude. This game's actually way better than sounds and music. It's actually a really fun game. I grew up with this game. And yeah. So if you're a PlayStation 1 kid like me, you grew up with these PlayStation Underground demo discs, and I made a whole video dedicated to these demo discs back in 2017. I love that video. Please go check it out. It's fucking hilarious. I played all these demo discs that I have. This one was my favorite one, PlayStation Underground. It was called something else in the UK. In America, we have PlayStation Underground. So that's a demo disc. Here's another demo disc. Here's another one. It's a Square Enix one. Oh, and here's Xenogears. This is a pretty cool game that I got to play. Here's another one. This is from the official PlayStation magazine. Don't ask how I got all these because I don't fucking remember, honestly. Here's another one. Some of these don't work anymore, though. Here's another official PlayStation magazine one. Here's a Game Shark Codebreaker for cheats. Here's Pro Skater 3, a great game. Here's Air Combat 1. It doesn't work anymore, though. Here's 2 Extreme. It's a sports game. It's pretty fun. You know, it's whatever. I don't think this works anymore, though, so can't say. Here's Bob the Balloon. Yeah. I should play that again. I have Power Rangers. I thought this was pretty fun when I was a kid. Castlevania Chronicles. I didn't really play this that much, so I can't say. This game, Tetris Plus, this game was fucking amazing, dude. You had this little man running around while you're trying to do Tetris, and it was actually pretty fun. It had some dope music. Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. I didn't really play this, I'm gonna be honest with you. Stuart Little 2 for the PlayStation 1. Hell yeah, boy. Let's fucking go. This is the go. Hell yeah. Oh, Super Sponge? Yo, I played the shit out of this. I sucked ass at it. Hardcore 4x4? Yo, I remember this game. Yo, Contra Legacy of War? This game sucked. It doesn't even work anymore. I only remember playing that. Final Fantasy 7, a random disc 2 that I have in this pile. This is what the hell are these? These are burnt movies. Oh my god. You guys remember when we had to do this back in the day? I sound like a boomer. It's a random anime game that I borrowed from a friend and I never gave it back to him. Spyro 4. Sucks. Oh my god, The Happening! The best movie ever made! The Happening! I forgot that was in there. Oh my god, a fucking 360 trial disc from Walmart? Where the fuck did I get this from? You guys remember these things? Is that Donald Trump? What the fuck? Okay. And another burnt. The Simpsons. Ratatouille. Oh my god, what are we gonna cook today? Oh my god. That was an adventure. Holy shit. Okay, I'm so glad we looked through those together on camera. Okay, so let's get started on the PlayStation 1 stuff. So, of course, we have Rayman 1. If you guys don't know, this was my first game I ever played as a child because the PS1 was my first console. This was the first game I ever played as a baby, and Rayman introduced me to video games. So, this game is hard as balls and fucking bullshit and unfair sometimes in the later half of the game, but I still love this game because nostalgia and the fucking music is godlike. I honestly still love this game, despite its problems that it has. Very glaring issues in design, but I still love this game, and honestly, the aesthetic and environments and look of Rayman 1 is iconic. Yeah, I love his design, even though he's got them big ol' eyes. I love Rayman 1. Great game, even though it's not perfect. Parappa the Rapper. Ooh. Hey, listen, Bubby, okay. Parappa the Rapper. This game is amazing, one of my favorite games of all time, and well, my favorite Parappa game too. And it's amazing. I mean, what can I say? It's fucking Parappa the Rapper, dude. Like, what do I say? It's amazing. Go play it. Best game. Pac-Man World 1, amazing game as well. You can tell I really like the PlayStation 1. PS1 is like my nostalgia console. Pac-Man World 1 is my favorite in terms of the world games. It has its own problems, but I still love this game to pieces, and it's amazing. So, there's that. Look at the Final Fantasy 7, but let's talk about Final Fantasy 8, which if you guys don't know, I really like Final Fantasy 8. I made a video covering the remaster that came out, and pretty much gushing over how much I like Final Fantasy 8, even though it's a black sheep in the series. But I really like this game still. I love the story, even though the ending is crazy and kind of weird, but I love it anyways. I love this game. The music, the nostalgia I have for it, it's just, I love this game. Great game, one of my favorite in the series. Next we have the GOAT, the one, the only Final Fantasy VII, my original copy I grew up with. And as you guys know, I showed this in the unboxing I did for the remake. And yeah, one of the best games of all time is fucking Final Fantasy VII. Like, what do I even say? And I'm so glad I grew up with this console and these games because of how iconic they are. And yeah, it's FF7, dude. Like, what do I say? Next we have Gex 1. We are Gex 1. Now, the Gex series is a series I actually really like. I even have a Gex shirt. But Gex 1, it's a very weird 2D platformer. It's a good game, it's just it's hard as balls. I compare this game a lot to Rayman 1, to where the first game's in 2D, they're both hard as balls, they have some weird design choices. And yeah, but I still love Gex though, even though I do think 2 and 3 are better games. So that's Gex. This is Gex 2. No, Gex 3, my bad. So the thing is like I used to have a copy of Gex 2, but it fucking broke. So I need to get a new copy. But I do have the game on my Vita though. But this is Gex 3, Deep Cover Gecko. We have a porn star on the cover there. Not joking about that, that's real. Like for real, like look it up. So, and at the ending of this game, basically, Gex has sex and puts his Gek penis inside of this lady here. So, in terms of Gex 2 and 3, I think 2 is better, but I still love Gex 3. And basically, Gex is a gecko. He goes to TV levels based around pop culture and shows and movies, and it's dated, but I still love the series, and I think 2 is the best. But Gex got replaced with Lara Croft, and because Crystal Dynamics made both the series, and yeah. But I still love the Gex series, so. Next, we have Bomberman World. This is a pretty fun game. It's just a basic, your standard kind of Bomberman game, except for it has like a sort of 3D-ish sprites and graphics, even though it doesn't. The voice acting is really funny. The intro is pretty cool, and it's cool Bomberman. It's a cool Bomberman game. Not the best in the series or anything, but it's a cool game. Next, we have Crash 2. In terms of the classic Crash Bandicoot games, this one's actually my favorite. I love Crash 3 and Crash 1. Crash 1's one I play the most, but Crash 2 is great. It is my favorite in the series personally, and it feels great to have a copy of this game because for the longest time I didn't. So, it's fucking Crash 2, dude. And this is Crash 3, Warped. This is also a great game as well, even though it's my not least favorite in the classic lineup, but I do like 2 more than 3, but I still love 3 though, but I like 2 more. That's just me. Next we got CTR. I mean, what can I say? It's CTR. I still don't have the remake, which is blasphemous, I know, but yeah, I will get it one day. But CTR is a great game, and it's CTR. What do I say, dude? We got Spyro 2. Now, unfortunately, I don't know where the fuck my copy of Spyro 1 went. Is it in here? No, it's Spyro 2. So I don't know where my copy of Spyro 1 went, which is sad, but I did grow up with it, and I also grew up with Spyro 2. I didn't grow up with Spyro 3 though, but I still love this game. And yeah, I think Spyro though, Spyro 1 is definitely my favorite of the classic ones. Next we have Croc, Legend of the Gobos. I've never played the sequel, but I love this game, even though it has tank controls. It's a platformer with tank controls, but that doesn't mean it's automatically bad. This game is actually really fun. It's designed around that, and it's a great, underrated 3D platformer. I actually have a shirt of Croc, too, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Croc is pretty damn cool. Alright, next we have Rayman Rush, and this game is really weird because it's like, this was released after Rayman Arena, and it's for the PlayStation 1, so it's like a downgraded version of that game for the previous generation, basically. So Rayman Rush is a watered down version for the PlayStation 1 that has less modes and stuff. It's very odd game, very odd release. I mainly got this for collection purposes, because, you know, Rayman, and I'm a big fan of the series, so, you know. Next we have the first Tomb Raider. This game has aged like milk, but the Tomb Raider series is still pretty damn cool. A lot of games for the PlayStation 1, because Tomb Raider, Lara Croft were on fire back then, and It just made sense. And the first game is a classic game, but it has aged like milk. And yeah, but it's still a great game though. Ooh, okay, here we go. Next, we have Legend of the Dragoon, and this is a really popular PlayStation 1 RPG. I grew up with this game, mostly watching someone else play it, not really me playing it, but I remember the way it looked, and the cutscenes, and the music especially was amazing, and the funny voice acting, and during the battles and stuff like that. And Legend of Dragoon, this is a classic game for a lot of people, for the PlayStation 1. It's a great RPG, and the music is fucking flawless. The music is so damn good. So in this next game we have, I don't remember super a lot about it though. This is Parasite Eve. This was made by Square. There's Parasite Eve. There was a sequel, and then there was another third game that was more so a spin-off, and no one really liked that one. But Parasite Eve is basically about these mutated motherfuckers, and it's kind of like Resident Evil, or like Square's take on Resident Evil, sort of. But yeah, Parasite Eve. This is a pretty cool game, even though I don't remember a whole lot about it. I haven't touched it in a long ass time, so I don't remember a lot about it. But yeah. So I'm not sure what we should tackle next, in all honesty. I guess we can get PS4 out of the way, since I don't have a lot of physical PS4 games. So the first one we have is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I haven't been able to play this game too much as of recently. I haven't been able to touch this game that much as of recently, just because I got a new job and I've been focusing on that and all that stuff, and just trying to work on videos as much as possible. But so far, what I've played, this game is fantastic, and I am loving it so far, and I really want to play more of it. But it's fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is a must-have if you have a PlayStation 4. As you guys are aware, I got the deluxe edition with this fancy box. It came with this mini soundtrack, as you can see. It came with this really cool steelbook case, and you can put the game in here, and this is what it looks like in the inside. It's really cool. And it came with this really cool art book, which I also showcased in the unboxing video, and it's really cool. Alright, next I have Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I'm not super well versed in the Resident Evil series, honestly, but oh my god, I fucking love this game. This is definitely one of my favorite games on the PS4. I absolutely love this game. I'm not a huge fan of horror games, honestly, but this game in particular is amazing. Please, even if you're not into horror games or the Resident Evil series, I highly recommend this game. It's that good, people. Like, I love this game. It is so damn good, guys. So this next game we have is the best game ever made, and that is Sonic Forces for the PlayStation 4. Okay, as you guys might be aware, I never finished my Let's Play for this game. It's not because I hated it or despised it that much, it's because my footage got corrupted and it got fucked over. So that's why the Let's Play never finished. But Sonic Forces, I kind of want to make a video about this game, just to conclude my thoughts on it. Okay, it's not bad, it's just really mediocre, and it has a lot of problems that I want to get fixed, that I want to be fixed in the next modern Sonic game. But I legitimately mean this when I say this. Sonic Forces is not a bad game, it's just mediocre, man. It's just in the middle for me. There are a lot of aspects I love about this game, but there's also a lot of aspects I don't like. It's not even really the levels, it's just the level design within them and how short they can be, and like the lost potential with this game, because there's a lot of misinformation about Sonic Forces, like the development of it, because people say it took 4 years to make when that's not true at all. So basically they spent like 2 years on a new lighting engine for the game, the Hedgehog Engine 2, it's a lighting engine. And they spent like I think it was like 1 year on the concepts for this game, and 1 year of actual development on this game. So when we first got, when the first debut trailer came out for this game, when it was Project Sonic 2017, that means that, like, there was not a lot of this game even made yet. Like, that's crazy to think about. So when you take all that in, Sonic Forces in the finished product makes a lot more sense. Now, granted, despite this game being rushed because of how long the engine took to make, the new lighting engine, I still think the product we got, it wasn't like amazing or great, but given its circumstances, it wasn't bad though. There was a lot riding on this game for such a low and rushed development time, despite the fact it's been 4 years since Sonic Lost World. Because of the fact it took them 2 years to make a lighting engine, and they spent 1 year in concepts and 1 year of the actual game development. I'm not sure if that timeline is 100% accurate, but it's roughly close, so please keep that in mind when you're talking about this game. You can hate on this game all you want, just keep in mind that it did not take 4 years to make this game. It did not take 4 fucking years to make this game. That is just not true. It's not, it's misinformation. So, I still don't think Sonic Forces is a bad game. I still stand by that statement. It's not great, it's mediocre, it's not bad though. There are things I legitimately love about Sonic Forces, and it's kind of a guilty pleasure for me, so yeah. Whew, I had a lot to say about that game because it's Sonic Forces. Anyways, we got Spyro Reignited Trilogy. This game is amazing. It's fucking Spyro. All the games, it's Spyro, and it's fucking Spyro, and it's amazing. And please get this game, and it's Spyro. Not much to be said. I actually prefer the Reignited trilogy more than the Insane Trilogy, but that's just my opinion. Alright, so next we have Persona 5, which this is a game I really like, and a game I've been a fan of just as of recently, like at the tail end of 2019, and I really want to play more of it. I haven't played it in a while, but I really want to play more of it, and from what I played, it's amazing. I just want to finish it, and whatever the fuck that is, if I have time to, but yeah. Persona 5 is amazing though. I want to get the dancing game too and make a video about that. So the next PS4 game is actually one of the first PS4 games I got, and it is The Last of Us Remastered. Now, The Last of Us is an amazing, amazing game, and it's not like my favorite game in the world or anything, but I love this game's story. The story is what makes this game shine. The gameplay, it's good, it's just, it's not anything too, like, different compared to other games out there, but the story, man, the story is what sells this game, and the writing is just brilliant and great. The Last of Us is a great game. I was excited for The Last of Us Part 2, but if you've been following that game, you would know that the leaks and everything happened, and after the leaks, I am not excited for that game. If you want to look into it, you can. I'm not going to bother with that game after reading all that and seeing all the leaks, so, which is really sad because I really enjoyed The Last of Us, so, and I was really excited for the sequel, but yeah, if you know, you know, okay? So we got Kingdom Hearts 3. I still need to go back to this game, but as of right now, my feelings on it are pretty good. I need to completely finish it, and I heard that like the ending is like crazy and shit, and there's also DLC that I want to get into. I don't have a lot of time to play video games as much as I used to, but you know, I still want to beat this game one day. And yeah, it's fucking Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 actually finally came out one day, and I'm holding it in my hands. That's crazy. But yeah, there's also a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans that don't like Kingdom Hearts 3, which can't say I blame them because of the story bits and stuff, but yeah. Next we got Tearaway Unfolded Crafted Edition. It's Tearaway for the PlayStation 4, and it's pretty damn great. And yeah, it's Tearaway. Don't have much to say on that. Now this next game, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or a popular opinion. So I have The Evil Within, right? And I was excited for this game, and I have it, and I got it, and I was not really getting into it like I thought I would. So I haven't really touched it since, and maybe someday I'll go back to it. But I don't know, I couldn't get into it like I wanted to, which is unfortunate. But maybe someday I'll go back to it and get a proper opinion on it. Ooh, Next we have Lego Dimensions. I mainly got this for Sonic, I'm not gonna lie. This is still a really fun game. This is honestly like the best Lego game ever. But yeah, I mainly got it for Sonic. And like the game itself is really fun. You can play as Sonic, run around in Back to the Future Land and Ghostbusters, and it's super fucking cool. Too bad this game is dead, but other than that, this is like the best Lego game. Even though I'm not really into Lego games, but yeah. Alright, next we have Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. This is the original, not the original, but the when did this game come out? 2013? I don't remember. This is not Rise of the Tomb Raider. I never played that one, but this game is really fun though. I haven't played in a long ass time, but it's really fucking good from what I remember. Alright, next we have Skylanders Imaginators. I got this for Crash. It's the only reason. Literally the only reason. This is the only Skylanders video game oh my god, look at the back of that box. This is the only Skylanders game I have. Only got for Crash. And that amazing Crash model and stuff that was with that, this game, and that's it. Next we have Final Fantasy 15. Now Final Fantasy 15 is a flawed game. It's not a perfect game by any means, but honestly, dude, Final Fantasy 15 in my opinion is a great game. Sure, it's not perfect, but I love the exploration, I love the battles and stuff, the characters and the characterization. I love Noctis and the crew. I love driving around this beautiful world, and Final Fantasy 15 is a great game, in my opinion. Great game. This is Song of the Deep. It's like an underwater exploration game made by Insomniac. I haven't played too much of this, admittedly, so yeah. So I can't really give like a proper opinion, but yeah. Next I have Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. It's Sonic 1. It's a classic. It's one of the most famous video games ever. It's integrated into my DNA in childhood. It's Sonic 1. What can I say? It's Sonic 2. It's Sonic motherfucking 2, my first Sonic game ever. And I played it on actual hardware too, as a kid. Like, I am a Genesis kid born through and through, my dude. Like, I am that purist, I guess. Even though I'm not really a classic purist, I love both modern and classic. And Sonic is Sonic at the end of the day, but it's Sonic 2, dude. Like, what can I say? It's Sonic motherfucking 2. It's Sonic motherfucking 3 for the Sega Genesis. Again, what do I say? It's Sonic 3. It's Sonic Spinball, dude. I got 2 of them. I don't know why. 2 cases, Sonic Spinball, funky action indeed. It's Sonic Spinball, like what do I say? I got Virtual Racing, I have 2 copies. Well, one that doesn't work and one that does. I don't know why this writing is on this copy, but it is. And yeah, it's Virtual Racing for the Genesis. It's actually 3D, super cool. I love AM2R games, and this is one of them. And yeah, it's Virtual Racing. This is a fan-made Sonic.exe game. It's an ordinary Sonic ROM hack put onto a Sega Genesis cart, and this fan-made box was made for it. I forget what website I got this off of, but yeah, this is fan-made. This is not official. Here's the cartridge. Here's the instruction book. It has its own instruction booklet. Pretty cute. It's an ordinary Sonic ROM hack put on the Genesis card, which is pretty cool. Also have Sonic and Knuckles. I just don't have the box for it. And yeah, it's fucking, like, what do I say, dude? It's Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic 3 Part 2. Here's Sonic 3D Blast. It's an okay game. It's alright, not the worst thing ever. I honestly think Sonic Labyrinth is a better game, though. I'm serious. I'm not joking about that. It's okay. It's there. It's Sonic 3D Blast. I don't have the Saturn version, though. Next, I got Mega Bomberman for the Genesis. This is a pretty fun Bomberman game. Basically just Bomberman 93 with a new name for some reason. I don't know why. I guess they thought it wouldn't sell well, but yeah, it's Bomberman 93 for the Genesis. Next we have Vector Man. This is a Genesis classic, even though I don't have a lot of Genesis games. Really cool Genesis 2D platformer, even though it's hard as balls. And yeah, it's fucking Vector Man. I don't have Vector Man 2. We got Super Street Fighter 2, fucking classic in video game history and fighting game history. I have the Genesis version, excuse me. And yeah, It's Super Street Fighter 2, dude. Like, what do I say about that? If I have Mortal Kombat 1 for the Genesis, the superior version. I have Wacky World's Creativity Studio for some reason. I don't know why I own this. A friend gave this to me years ago. And yeah, it's like Mario Paint, but not really. It's fucking weird. I have Echo the Dolphin Tied to Time, which is the second game. This series is fucking weird. I don't understand it. It's about a time-traveling dolphin and aliens for some reason. Like, okay. And the creator of the series took inspiration from an author that did LSD. That is a fact. I'm not making that up. And yeah, it's a time-traveling dolphin. Very interesting. I have a cart of Super Mario Brothers, even though I don't have an NES. I did have one at one point, but it didn't work because it's an NES. But I did have a cart of this, Duck Hunt. What else did I have? Mario 2, Mario 3, and I think that's it. But I just have this random NES cart of Mario, and I don't even have an NES, so whatever. Mario 64, like, it's Mario 64. Literally one of the most revolutionary games ever. One of the best Marios ever, and it's Mario 64. I forgot to fucking mention something else too. I do have Sunshine. I just don't have the case for it anymore. I do own Sunshine though. Sunshine is a good game. It's just some things I don't like about it. It's not the best 3D Mario. There are things I love about this game though, but things I also hate though, so it's, yeah. Next I have Cruisin' World for the N64. This is a really fun racing game I got for like $1 at a flea market, and the theme song is amazing. I want to get Cruisin' USA at one point. I got 007 GoldenEye, a revolutionary FPS made by Rare for the N64, and I mainly got this for Insane Cartridge Tilting because I really want to make an episode about this game on the show, and that's the main reason why I got it. Next I have Star Fox 64, one of my favorite N64 games, and one of my favorite games of all time. My favorite Star Fox game, and this game is a masterpiece, literally a 10 out of 10. If you haven't played this game, please find a way to play this game because it's amazing and I love this game. Speaking of masterpieces, we got Banjo-Kazooie for the N64, and good guy, I sunk so many hours in this game, and I am one of those people that prefers Kazooie over Tooie. Banjo-Tooie is a great game too. It's just Kazooie, man. Like, this game is literally like, it's one of my favorite games of all time. It's literally almost like perfect. Like, when I think a game to where like it's almost a perfect video game, this is one of the games I think of, dude. Like, it's that good. Banjo-Kazooie, games like Sonic 2 and Undertale and FF7. FF7, no, that's not perfect, but you know. One of the ones that is almost perfect though is Rayman 2, baby. I have another version of Rayman 2. This is the first version of Rayman 2 I actually owned. So like, this was a huge deal to me, and like, this game and this green cartridge and this box art and everything about this is like cemented into my childhood mind forever, and it will never go away. And I fucking love this game so much. And this stupid green plastic shell. I don't know why they chose green, but I love it, and I love this cart, and I love this video game. I love Rayman 2. One of my favorite games ever. Oh, speaking of another one of my favorite games ever, Bomberman Hero for the N64. This is my favorite Bomberman game. It is incredible. The music is godlike. It's so goddamn good. It's literally, I love this game so much. It's an underrated gem. One of my favorite games of all time, definitely. And it's incredible. Not perfect, but definitely one of my favorite games of all time. Alright, next we have Bomberman 64, another fucking amazing Bomberman game, an amazing game for the N64. It's not a platformer, it's more akin to like a traditional Bomberman game, but it's like, it's still like an adventure, you know? It's just you can't jump. It's like your moveset is more akin to traditional Bomberman games, but you're like out in the open area. You do puzzles, you blow shit up. It's amazing. It's Bomberman 64, dude. Like, plus Sirius is in this game, and he's an asshole, and I love this game. Next, we got one of my first Nintendo games I ever played, along with Mario 64. It was Smash Bros. For the N64, the first Smash, and like this game has aged obviously with future entries, but like Smash 64 is still an amazing game. I love this game to pieces, and I'm so glad I finally own a cart of this because I always wanted a cart of this game, and yeah, it just feels good to own this. I still want a copy of Paper Mario too. Alright, that's all my Genesis and N64 games. Now we can move on to Wii U and Nintendo Switch. And I think after that we're done with my physical games, and then we'll move on to download stuff, and then we'll be done with the video. Alright, our first Wii U game is the best game ever made, baby. So, if you guys know, you know, one of my favorite underrated 3D Sonics. I think this game's underrated. The story is garbage though, but the game itself is really fun. And that's all I'm going to say about that one, because you guys know. You guys already know. Alright, next we have Pikmin 3. Definitely one of the killer apps of the Wii U, and definitely one of my most look forward to games when it was coming out, because this was like the game, dude. Like, this is one of my dream games. Like, a new fucking Pikmin game came out, and that's amazing. And I can't wait for Pikmin 4 whenever the fuck that actually happens, or whenever that actually comes out, or if it even exists at all, or whatever. But Pikmin 3 is a great game. In terms of Pikmin 3, like, there's some Pikmin fans out there that think 1 and 2 are better, which I don't blame them, but Pikmin 3 is still an amazing game, and I love this fucking game, and I seriously hope one day this gets ported to the Switch, because it makes me really sad that this game is trapped on the Wii U. And I love the Wii U, don't get me wrong, but it's just, it would be great to have it on the Switch, or have something Pikmin related on the Switch. So, amazing game, I love this game, I love all the Pikmin games. And yeah, definitely one of the best Wii U games. Next we have Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, or otherwise known as Smash 4. Now, at the time of its release, I considered this to be the best Smash game, which makes sense at the time period. But now that we got Ultimate, it's like, I look back on this, I'm like, man, there's some things about this game I don't like. Like, Smash Tour was a mode that didn't need to happen. They ruined Classic mode. The customizable moves thing, the custom moves, they're fucking ridiculous and insane, but I kind of liked them even though I didn't really use them that much. The stuff you could connect with your 3DS, that was just there. This was the last Smash game to get trophies, which was really cool, and they had a Rayman trophy. I do miss the trophies, I really do. That's the one thing about Ultimate, I'm like, man, like, I like the spirits, it's fine, it's just the trophies, I miss the trophies, so. What else? What's about Smash 4? It introduced a lot of cool things I really love about Smash, and the new DLC and third-party characters this game introduced were insane, like Pac-Man and Mega Man and Sonic in the same game together. Like, that was a huge deal to me. Like, the fact that Pac-Man and Mega Man were in Smash, and Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, and Pac-Man were in the same game together, and then Cloud Strife and Ryu were also in this game, and that was a huge deal, especially Cloud. Like, I would never... I lost my fucking mind. If you guys remember my reaction to that, I lost my mind. But Smash 4 is a game I hold very near to my heart, because it was like my favorite Wii U game, and the memories I have with this game, even though Ultimate is better, I still love this game, and I love the memories I have with it, and yeah, so Smash Ultimate is better, but again, I love that game because I love the Wii U, man. Like, it would... I feel so bad for the Wii U because I love that console. Next we have Mario Bros. U. This was like one of my first Wii U games. It was Nintendo Land in this game. That's all you really had to choose from. And Zombie U, which I do have as well. But this is gonna sound really weird. But this is actually my favorite new Super Mario Bros. Game. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed this one. And I consider this one my favorite. I don't know why, I'm not sure if it's just nostalgia with the Wii U, and I love that console and stuff, but I don't know. I really like this game. It's my personal favorite in the series. And yeah, it also introduced the acorn mushroom, and Nabbit, which is an amazing Mario character. I love Nabbit, and yeah, I don't know. I really like this one. Way better than Mario Wii. I'll tell you that right now. So we have Super Mario 3D World. This is kind of an oddball one, because you have some people that don't like this game. But Super Mario 3D World is a great game, and it'd be really cool if we got this on the Switch. It's not my personal favorite Mario in the whole wide world, but this is a really good game. Like, I still really like this game. And I would be completely down to buy it again if it came to the Switch. And yeah, so this is another one of those games where it's trapped on the Wii U, along with Pikmin 3. And Sonic Lost World, sorta, but it's also on PC, so it'd be really dope if we got Lost World on Switch, but I know that's never gonna happen. But, yeah, it'd be really cool if we got this on Switch, along with Pikmin 3. So, there's that. We have Bayonetta 2. This also came with Bayonetta 1. Right there, which is really fucking dope that it came with that. This is also on the Switch now, along with Bayonetta 1, so that's pretty cool. Bayonetta 3 is supposed to come out, I don't know when the fuck, but yeah. So Bayonetta 1 and 2 are great fucking games. I haven't played them in a while, but Bayonetta 2 in particular I really liked. I actually like Bayonetta 2 more than 1 personally, and the soundtrack to both these games are incredible. They're basically like DMC beat 'em up games, not beat 'em up games, but like hack and slash. It's like Devil May Cry basically, and they're great games though. I really like 2. I still need to get it on Switch, even though I have this. I have the original Wii U version, but yeah. Tomorrow Is Mine is such an amazing song. Holy shit, that's one of my favorite video game songs like ever. Like, period. And Moon River is an amazing song as well. Please look up the soundtrack because it's fucking amazing. And Bayonetta is like super over the top and amazing. Next we have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This is an amazing game. I haven't touched this game in a long time, but it's also on the Switch as well. You play as Funky Kong. It's pretty cool. But yeah, this is an amazing game. Definitely one of the best Wii U games. And yeah, like, I know the Wii U didn't do well, but it had a lot of great games still, even though they're all like first party games and stuff, but the Wii U still had some great games, so that is definitely one of them. Next we have Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. This is kind of a weird one. It's a Kirby spin-off game, but I will stand by this game until the end of time. This game's really fun. I really enjoyed my time with it, and maybe I'll go back to it someday, even though it's, you know, again, it's stuck on the Wii U, it's trapped on this console. But I still love the Wii U, I still love this game. It's kind of a weird Kirby game, but yeah. Really fun Kirby spin-off game. Next we have Wind Waker HD, which this is pretty cool. It's just a Wind Waker on the Wii U, and it's in HD. It's pretty self-explanatory, it's Wind Waker. I used to have my GameCube copy, but there's a lot of games I used to have that I don't own anymore, like Wind Waker, Kingdom Hearts 2, a bunch of games that I can't really remember right now, but yeah. And I also played Twilight Princess, but I don't have that anymore either, so yeah. At least I have the HD version, so that's nifty. Next we got The Wonderful 101, which this is another game that was trapped on a Wii U until just recently. It just came to the Switch and other consoles just recently actually, so it's pretty cool. But The Wonderful 101 is made by Platinum Games, same people that made Bayonetta. And this is a really fun game. I haven't played in a long time, but this is a really fun game. It's basically you play as Wonder Red, or Wonder Blue, or Wonder Pink, and you're a team, and it's kind of like, it's not like Pikmin, but it's an overhead view, and you have all these tiny people, and you can do formations and shit, and it's pretty cool. It's very over the top, because it's Platinum Games, and it's a great game. Another good game for the Wii U. Next we have Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. This is not a Wii U exclusive. I just got it because it's Sonic and it was on the Wii U. I was like, oh man, I don't have this game. This is a great game though. It has Danica Patrick and Wreck-It Ralph for some reason though. It's a great Sonic racing game. It feels very Sega, and I'm one of those people that prefers this game over the first All-Stars Racing, even though I haven't really played too much of the All-Stars Racing games, in all honesty, but this is a really fun game though. Really dope game. Next we have Zombie U. This was a Wii U launch title, and this actually came to other consoles eventually. and it was just called Zombie though. It wasn't called Zombie U, obviously. And I was really excited for this game around the time, and I never picked it up until like years later, just for collection purposes mainly, and to just finally try it out. It's okay. It's not like the best game ever made or anything, but it's a decent third-party game, and to give the Wii U some variety and whatnot. And yeah, the Zombie U is kind of a Wii U cult classic. It's an okay game. It's not like it's not amazing or anything. Unlike the next game, we have Rayman Legends. Holy shit! Now, okay. I said earlier Rayman Origins is a good game, but Legends is like a masterpiece material. You guys don't understand. Even though my Wii U copy actually doesn't work anymore, but I sunk so many hours in this game, and literally this is one of the best games in the entire franchise, and it blows the water. Like it fucking kicks Origins ass, and like it's so much better in every single way imaginable. This game has so much content, and it has every single level from Origins redone, and the physics and controls of Legends are so refined, and the music levels and literally everything about this game. This is one of the best 2D platformers ever made, and I am not joking. Like, this game is masterpiece material. I cannot stress that enough. And I remember the whole drama when this game got delayed and stuff, and it was originally Wii U exclusive, and then it wasn't, and it was delayed for almost like a year later when the game was like pretty much finished, and there was like some protests going on at Ubisoft. Like the developers were really mad, and Michelle was pissed off, and it was a crazy situation, and every Rayman fan was super sad about it. But the game eventually did come out, and we all loved it, and yeah, so that's actually something that happened when this game originally got delayed, because this was originally going to be a Wii U exclusive until Ubisoft was like, nah bro. Nah, I mean, I can't say I blame them, but the way they handled it was awful. Anyways, New Super Luigi U. This is kind of a weird release. I got the physical version, which is pretty cool. I heard that the physical version is kind of hard to come by these days. You remember the year of Luigi? You guys remember that? Those are some dark times. But yeah, this was a pretty fun little mix-up game. Pretty interesting. It's harder too, and then you can play as Nabbit, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool game. It's there. It's very interesting release. It's very cool they released it physically too. That was interesting. And now we have my first Wii U game, Nintendo Land. The hype for the Wii U, at least for me, I was super excited for the Wii U, and I was all about Nintendo Land when I was younger, and I loved this game, especially the Pikmin game. I was crazy about that. I was like, oh my god, Pikmin! I love Pikmin! Little Pikmin's on the Wii U! Oh my god, I hope we get Pikmin 3! And then it actually happened. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have an aneurysm. And I played the Metroid game. I was like, oh man, I hope we get a Metroid game for the Wii U. Yeah, and Nintendo Land, this is a great game. I personally prefer this game over like Wii Sports, and this game's amazing. I love Nintendo Land. I'm all for it. It was such a fun game. So now we're done with the Wii U stuff, at least physically. We're going to talk about downloaded games later. But right now, let's get into the next Nintendo console, Nintendo Switch. So this was my first Switch game. It's Super Bomberman R. I was extremely excited for this game. I just never finished the Let's Play for it because I'm not sure if it was just a lack of interest or what, but I never got around to finishing it. Maybe I'll go back to like playing this game another time, just not in the Let's Play format. Because if you guys haven't been able to tell, I'm not like, I still love to make gaming videos. It's just I'm changing like the whole Let's Play format thing. So I don't like do entire playthroughs anymore. Unless it's a game I really like want to show off, I guess. But Super Bomberman R, this is a great game. I was super fucking excited for this game because it's a new Bomberman game, and I love the art style, and I loved everything I was seeing about this game. And then it came out, and I absolutely loved this game. It doesn't have a lot of content, granted, in the grand scheme of things. But it has a lot of cool costumes you can unlock. The story mode was pretty cool. I love the cutscenes, and the voice acting was super cheesy, but I loved it. I love everything about this game. This is a great game. Please play it if you love Bomberman. And yeah, it's not the deepest game ever or anything. It's not even like the deepest Bomberman game, but I still love this game. I'm happy it came to other systems too, and it still got support. And like, this is like the one Konami game in the one Konami series I'm like, yes, because I love Bomberman and Hudson Soft, and apparently old Hudson Soft employees like developed this game too. So I love this game. I definitely love this game, even though I don't play a whole lot anymore. I have a huge soft spot for this game, so definitely one of my favorite Switch games. I love that game. Next, we got a game I got not too long ago. It was a little while ago, like a couple months ago. It's actually Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy Deluxe Edition. That title is ridiculous. So if you don't know, this is a Professor Layton game. If I recall correctly, this is the 7th game in the series, and it's developed by Level 5. They make some pretty dope games, and this was originally a 3DS game, and it was ported to the Switch. And I remember looking at the, I was trying to decide what game I wanted. While I was at GameStop one time, and I saw this game, I was like, this looks interesting. I've always wanted to play like the Professor Layton games, so I looked into it on my phone while I was there. I was like, yo, I'm gonna buy this, and I did. And this is a really dope puzzle game, and it has some really cute writing and anime cutscenes and shit, and I really like this game. You play as Catriel right here, which is Professor Layton's daughter, and she's super cute, and you have a little dog that can talk that goes along with your journey in this simp motherfucker. But I love this game, and it's a really cute and great puzzle game, and yeah. So if you like puzzle games, I highly recommend it. I was originally going to make a video about this game, but I figured no one would give a shit if I made a video about it. So, still a great game. Go pick it up. Great puzzle game. And yeah, so we have Spyro Reignited Trilogy again. It's Spyro on Switch. I already talked about that game. Rayman Legends Definitive Edition. It's Rayman Legends on the Switch, so I had to get these because, you know, Rayman and Spyro on the Switch. One of the best 2D platformers ever made. Like, come on now. One of the best games ever made. Crash Insane Trilogy. I do have this on PS4, just I have it downloaded on the PS4. But yes, I also have it on Switch. It's Crash Insane Trilogy, dude. Like, what do I say? You know, it's Crash Insane Trilogy. We got Puyo Puyo Tetris on the Switch. I got the special edition to where it came with some keychains, which is really cute. This game is amazing. Puyo Puyo Tetris is one of my favorite like new puzzle games because I love Puyo Puyo and Tetris. This is a great game, great Sega game. Good shit, Sega. Good shit, Sega. Good game. So now we're getting to Super Smash Ultimate, and in my personal opinion, this is a great Smash Bros. Game because of the fact that it brought back every single character while adding a bunch of new characters that people wanted for such a long time, like Inkling, Simon Belmont, King K. Rool, fucking Ridley, and Banjo-Kazooie, and fucking Terry Bogard and Joker from Persona 5, and apparently a new ARMS character, and we still don't know who else is going to be joining the roster, and it's so exciting. They actually made Classic Mode good. And this is kind of a weird opinion, but I actually do like World of Light. Yeah. I do like World of Light. It's not like the best adventure mode, you know, I could imagine for a Smash game, and I do miss the cutscenes of Subspace Emissary. But in terms of gameplay, I do like World of Light and the idea behind it, and like the world map is really cool. I'm actually a World of Light defender, so yeah. I do like the modes in this game. The only problem I really have with this game is the online isn't the best. They seriously need to fix or make some adjustments to it. What else? I do miss Break the Targets. That's not in this game for some reason. I don't know why. And what was another? The buffer system when you air dodge. Not the biggest fan of that. I wish the buffer wasn't as long. But other than that, I love this game. Those are my only grievances I have. Other than that, this is like the pinnacle of the series in my opinion, and this is the best Smash game, bar none. And it probably will still apply in the future too, because I don't even know if we're going to get another Smash game to this insane scale ever again. And this game, I love this game. I love this game so much. Definitely my favorite Switch game, and the one I've poured so much time into. Next, I got A Hat in Time. I got the physical Switch version, and I was waiting to play this game until it came to the Switch. And the Switch version, I'm not sure if you guys heard, but like when it first came out and stuff, there's some complaints about the frame rate and stuff. And I have a Hat in Time video that I still need to get out. That it's pretty much me going to be playing through the entire game actually on this version. And they released an update to fix the frame rate and stuff. But overall, A Hat in Time is an amazing game. I fucking love this game. And I can't wait to show you guys my Hat in Time video that I have planned. And yeah, this game is amazing. Great 3D platformer. Hat Kid is fucking adorable. Mustache Girl is great. I love her too. Definitely one of my new favorite indie games like ever, and I fucking love A Hat in Time, and this game is amazing. I would love to get the Hat Kid plush someday and make a Hat in Time plush video. That'd be amazing. Next, we got a Switch game I got not too long ago. It's Animal Crossing New Horizons. This is the newest Animal Crossing game, and this game is fucking amazing. Definitely my new favorite Animal Crossing. And this is coming from someone that wasn't super into Animal Crossing before, but I fucking love this game. Definitely my favorite in the series. Basically, you have your own island, and you basically form your island the way you want. There's so many like new customization options in this game and things you can do that you couldn't do in other games, and it's amazing. It's just amazing. And if you love Animal Crossing, you already own that game. Next, we have Mega Man 11. I got the Switch version, and this game is amazing. And like fucking, it's just insane that I'm holding this right now, and we got a new Mega Man game, and it's Mega Man 11. And I love the art style of this game. I made a video about this game when it came out, and I love this game. I still stand by it. Definitely one of my new favorite classic Mega Man games. And I don't have many complaints with it really, besides the fact it doesn't have a lot of replay value. But that's about it though. I love Mega Man 11. What a great game that was. Alright, next we have Team Sonic Racing. I got the Switch version, and this game is pretty damn dope. My only complaint with this game is the fact that Sega didn't really support it after its release. It just came out and Sega didn't really update it or fix the online or anything, so it's just like it came out and then it went, you know? Which makes me really fucking sad, you know, because this game is actually pretty poggers. This game is actually pretty damn dope, and the theme song, Green Light Ride, is amazing. And like we got another new Crush 40 song. And this game in general is pretty dope, even though it has some reused tracks and stuff. But overall, this is a great game. I would definitely recommend it, even though Sega didn't really support the game after it came out, which is a huge bummer. Speaking of another game that doesn't get supported anymore, Super Mario Maker 2. Now, okay, I would just like to say, despite me not playing this game a whole lot, I love this game. I made a video about it when it came out, and it just stinks that like they did the final update with like the out of the whole world thing, which that's a world maker, which that's really cool and all. It's just like I really wish they added more to this game to make it really shine, you know. And I really miss the amiibo costumes. That was like my biggest complaint with this game. They removed the amiibo costumes, and oh my god, the freaking online for this game is actually dog shit. Like it's actually the worst. This is the worst game to play online on Switch. It is bad. It is really, really bad. It's literally unplayable. And the fact that they're already done making updates for this game when we only got like 2 or 3 updates is like, bro, are you serious? Like, we didn't even get any extra themes besides the Mario 2 power-up. That's not even a theme. And we got the Link power-up, which those were cool and all. It's just like they stopped supporting that game way too early. I just don't understand it. It's so weird. Next we have Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. This is a pretty dope collection of Street Fighter games. You got Street Fighter 1, which was garbage. We have Street Fighter 2 and all the million versions of that. We got Street Fighter Alpha 1, 2, and 3, which is amazing because they're great games. My personal favorite is Alpha 3. We got fucking Third Strike. We got all the versions of Street Fighter 3 basically, including Third Strike, which if you don't know is one of the best fighting games ever made. My personal favorites in this collection are Alpha 3 and Third Strike. I do love Street Fighter 2 obviously, but Alpha 3 and Third Strike are where it's at for me, me personally. And you can play it on a Switch, so that's amazing. Next we have Super Mario Odyssey, literally like GOAT material, like literally one of the best games on the Switch. Definitely one of the best Marios ever made, just period. I prefer this game over Sunshine and Galaxy. definitely. And this is an amazing game, like literally no complaints. My only complaint is the fact they never made DLC for this game. Other than that, it's amazing. Literally GOAT material. Next we have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, definitely one of the most iconic Switch games ever. And it was the Wii U swan song before it died. But with the Wii U, with it dying, we got the Switch in a new generation of Nintendo games. And this game is definitely one of my favorite Zeldas. I haven't beaten it, but like it's incredible. Like the freedom, exploration, and I'm not super like into open world games, but oh my god, like dude, this game, oh my god, this is definitely one of the best Zeldas ever made. Just period. It's literally incredible how great it is. So next we have the final physical Switch game. It is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If you guys remember, I made an unboxing of this game. I didn't even realize I got the PAL version, and during the entire video I never even realized it until afterwards. I was like, what the fuck? Wait, Peggy, what the fuck is a Peggy? So I have the UK version of this game. Thankfully the Switch is not region locked, thank God. So it doesn't really matter, but yeah. This game is still great though. This game is amazing. It's Mario Kart 8 but just souped up and even better. And Mario Kart 8 is like literally one of the best Mario Kart games ever. And in this game we could play as Inkling and Link and Isabelle right there, which is just amazing that the fact they're in this game. And I hope for the next game, next Mario Kart, they bring in more Nintendo characters. So yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Alright, I think that's going to do it for all my physical video games. Next we're going to move on to downloaded stuff on consoles, and then we'll wrap up this long ass video. Alright, I have a little bit of an update for you guys, because recently I just got Guitar Hero 2, Rock Band 2, and Band Hero. I still need to find a freaking guitar for you know, these games and whatnot, but I want to add these to the list because I got these recently, and while during the making of this video, because I love rhythm games. I've been wanting to play these games again, and yeah, I've never played this one though. So yeah, also planning trying to get the rest of these games as well, but yeah. Okay, so here's what I have on my PlayStation Vita, at least downloaded. So here's my games. I have Rayman Legends, Ratchet and Clank Collection. There's Tearaway, Sly Cooper, all the Sly games, God of War Collection, Project Diva F2nd. And then PlayStation All-Stars, Little Big Planet, have Fez, Virtua C, Rampage DX, Resogun, Downwell, Alpha 3 actually, Street Fighter, the Jak and Daxter collection of Vita, which has really bad, the frame rate's really bad. It's an okay collection, it's just the frame rate is the main issue. Parappa the Rapper, that's the PSP version, Maverick Hunter on PSP, and Patapon on PSP. And I have Gex 1, 2, 3, Rayman 1 and 2, Pac-Man World, Klonoa, The Door to Phantom Isle, Tomba 1 and 2, Medieval 1, FF7 and 8, Jammerlamy, Oddworld 1, Vib Ribbon, Twisted Metal, Symphony of the Night, Bomberman Land 94, and Bomberman for the PSP, which I think is actually called Bomberman Legacy. Then that's it. That's all the games I have on my Vita. Downloaded at least. Alright, we're at my 3DS now, and this is what I have on it. Alright, so I got Shovel Knight, I got Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. What else do I got? I got Zero Striker Gunvold. I have
Mighty Switch Force 2.
Yeah, Mighty Switch Force 2. V. I have Ultimate NES Remix.
Let's do this.
The fucking AVG and Adventures game. What else? I have 3D Kid Icarus, 3D Excite Bike, there's a cat right there. What else? 3D Kirby's Adventure. What else? Here's all my badges, by the way, on my 3DS. I got 3D Sonic 1 and 2. I also got Altered Beast, Space Harrier, and Fantasy Zone. And also Afterburner 2. I got Mario World. I have F-Zero, Contra 3, Alpha 2, DKC 1, Mario Bros of course, Mega Man 2, one of the best games ever made, Castlevania 1, Super C, which is Contra 2, Mario Land 1, Kirby's Dream Land, Dream Land 2, Game & Watch Gallery, Shantae, Rayman for the Game Boy Color. We got Sonic 1 on Game Gear, Sonic 2, which I don't like that much, Triple Trouble, Mean Bean Machine. We got Rayman 1 on DSiWare. I used to have this on my DSi, but I transferred it. I transferred all my DSi stuff to here. Also have Bomberman Blitz, Escape, Bird and Beans, Photo Dojo, which is an extremely awesome fighting game. You get to take pictures and make your own fighters. Dr. Mario Express, Flipnote 3D, and I was a big fan of Flipnote Studio on DSi. That's not really a game. Face Raiders. That's basically it, and I have like 2 demos. And here's my stickers and badges and whatnot on my bottom screen. That's what it looks like. And yeah, so that's all my stuff on my 3DS. Pretty cool that I managed to save all my DSi stuff, because you can't get any of these games anymore. So the fact that I still have them is really cool. And yeah, because I was a big fan of like DSiWare around the time, and you know, downloading games on my DSi and stuff. So yeah, these are the ones I salvaged right here. There are some other ones too, but I lost them to time, and I didn't really care about transferring them over. Like there was this Animal Crossing and Mario calculator. There's also this I forget the name of it, but it was like a it's basically like a flag, like a capture a flag kind of game, and it had like pretty primitive 3D graphics, and it was like these animals made out of like squares and stuff. I forget what it's called, but I got that in its sequel because I liked it, but I don't have it on my 3DS, so yeah. Alright, now it's time to go over the games I have on my Switch. The first one we have here is Yooka-Laylee 2, The Impossible Lair. I just downloaded this, I just bought this last night actually, and I haven't played it yet, but yeah, it's on sale, and I've been very excited for this game, so yeah, because I really like Yooka-Laylee 1. We have Smash Ultimate, we have Hatsune Miku Project Diva Mega Mix. This game actually just came out recently on the Switch, and it released recently in the States, even though it didn't get a physical release here in the US, but it still came out in the US, even though it's download only, and I fucking love this game. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of rhythm games, as you can see, because I love Taiko as well. But I'm all about rhythm games, and I love the Project Diva games, and yeah, so they're good shit. Please go get Miku on Switch, it's amazing. Go buy that game. I might make a video about it. But we also have Taiko no Tatsujin Drum and Fun. Basically, this is a rhythm game, and I actually got the chance to play this game on an actual arcade machine when I went to an anime convention, and that's how I got introduced to Taiko. And there's a Taiko game on Switch, and it's fucking amazing, and I love this game to pieces. And yeah, so I play these 2 games a lot. We have Animal Crossing, I already talked about that. We have Sega Ages Sonic 2. This was released recently, and it's a good version of Sonic 2. It adds like the drop dash and stuff, and yeah. We have Splatoon 2. I don't have this game physically, but I have it on my Switch. And I just got this not terribly long ago actually, and I really like this game. I really miss playing Splatoon 1. I do have Splatoon 1, but it's just downloaded on my Wii U. But yeah, I really like Splatoon 2, even though I haven't played a lot of it yet because I just got it recently. But yeah, I really miss playing Splatoon, because if you guys remember when Splatoon 1 was coming out, I was super excited for it and made a bunch of Splatoon videos around the time. And yeah, so Splatoon 2 is a good game, and I missed playing Splatoon. Next we got Undertale. It's fucking Undertale, and it's on the Switch. It's fucking Undertale. It's one of the best games ever made. It's fucking Undertale. So yeah, literally one of my favorite games of all time. I cannot express enough how much I love Undertale. Next we have Sonic Mania. I don't even have a physical copy of Sonic Mania, which makes me a fake Sonic fan, y'all. Can't believe this, but yeah, I do own Mania. Multiple copies of Mania. I just don't have it physically, and it's literally 10 out of 10. Sonic Mania is amazing and one of the best Sonics in a long time. I know that's like the generic thing to say about it, but like it is, dog. Like Mania, I am so glad that game exists. It's so damn good, man. It's literally like top 10 best Sonic games. Next we have BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. This game is really dope. It's a pretty fun fighting game. even though it's a pretty simple fighting game. It's like a 2-button fighter, but just because it's a 2-button fighter, that doesn't mean it's like a bad fighting game though, or it sucks, or you know, because some people do believe that, but I really like this game though. And you can also play as Persona 4 characters, and also Ruby, and that guy from that other fighting game that I can't remember the name of right now. It's called like Inbirth, but I heard that's a pretty dope game as well. So this is a really fun game. The music is amazing, and yeah, I already talked about that. That's just a demo for the Kill la Kill game. It's just a demo though, so where are we at? Okay, here we are. We got Mario Maker 2, already talked about these two. Panzer Dragoon Remake, this also released sometime this year as well. This is a really, this is a dope remake. I haven't played too much of it though, but it's a remake of Panzer Dragoon, dude. Like, that's amazing, man. And the fact Sega released this year and Mega Mix this year, like, bro, that's awesome. It's just an ARMS demo. Pika Nakuni, Naku, Pikamin, Pikanuki, Pikamiku. Yeah, this is a pretty fun game. I haven't played too much of it either, admittedly though, and I mainly got it because it was on sale, and I was interested in it for a while, and I haven't played too much of it though. So, Team Sonic Racing, we got Cuphead, which is, it's fucking Cuphead. Everyone's played this game at this point. One of my favorite games from 2017. We got Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 Plus. This is a great Pac-Man game, even though I wish they would make another world game, but that's okay. This is still a great game, along with the first Championship Edition game. Runner 3, this is a pretty dope game, pretty good series as well. Shovel Knight's in this game, because of course he is. FF8 Remastered, I made a video about this game, you can check it out if you want. But I love FF8 personally. It's one of my favorite games in the series. It's super underrated and gets shit on way too much in my opinion, and this is a good remaster. Sega Ages Sonic 1, it's a good port of Sonic 1, it adds Drop Dash, you know, you get the idea. Sonic Forces, where I talked about that. It's just a SNES Online thing. We got Mega Man Legacy Collection 1. So this has Mega Man 1 through 6 on it, and Legacy Collection 2, which is right here, has 7 through 10. Which this one might be kind of the oddball one out of the group, but I personally actually like Legacy Collection 2 more because it has more variety in terms of the games you get, and plus Mega Man 7 is one of my favorite classic Mega Man games. Legacy Collection 1 is good too though. We have Breath of the Wild, Turok 1, this is a great game that I never got to play back then, but I have it on my Switch now and it's good shit. It's a really good old first person shooter. We have Celeste, which is a great 2D platformer. Everyone's like heard about this game at least, and the music is top notch. Hulu is my favorite game. We have, oh, this is a really fun shmup. It's called Danmaku Unlimited 3. Danmaku Miku Unlimited 3. That's a really fun shmup space shooter. We have Unravel 2. That's a great game, even though it's one of the few EA games on the Switch. But this is still a great game though, despite, you know, EA or whatever, but it's that's still a great game though. We got Devil May Cry 1. This is a classic game. It's dated, but it's still good and it's a classic. We have Doom 1. It's Doom. It's fucking Doom. Like, what do I say about Doom? Oh, we have Contra Anniversary Collection. This is pretty dope because I really like Contra, if you guys don't know. And Contra 3 is definitely my favorite. But yeah. We got Crypt of the Necro Dancer. I haven't played too much of this game, but it's pretty dope. Mainly got it because it was, I heard it was really good and it was on sale, so I figured why not. But I haven't played too much of it yet though, so yeah. But from what I played, it was really cool. We have King of Fighters 98. This is a classic fighting game by SNK. You know, it's King of Fighters 98. One of the most popular games in the series. We have those, we already talked about those. We have The Blob on Switch, I already talked about this game though. So Marble Up, this is a really fun marble video game. It reminds me a lot of, there's also this marble game on Xbox Live, what's it called, on the Marketplace, I forget what it's called though, but it reminded me a lot of that, so that's why I picked it up. We have Doom 2, it's Doom 2, like, we have Yooka-Laylee. I think this game gets shut on way too much. I actually do like Yooka-Laylee, I'm a fan of Yooka-Laylee, even though it does have its problems though. I wouldn't put it with like the Mighty Number 9 camp because it's not that bad at all, even though it does have its problems. And Ukulele 2 I heard was better, but Ukulele 1 is still a good game in my opinion. We got Virtual Racing. It's Virtual Racing. It's in HD too. It's amazing. It's fucking Virtual Racing. Which I actually do have the cart for that game. Did I show that off? I think I did, yeah. I don't remember. This video is really long. Old School Musical. This is a fun rhythm game as well. I love rhythm games, so I decided why not. It was on sale. This is Zeo Drifter. This is a game I've known about for a pretty long time now, and I got it on Switch, so I figured, you know, why not, I guess, even though I haven't played too much of it. Downwell, though, this is a fucking great indie game. I have this on my Vita as well. I think the PS4 too. But that is a great indie game, and I think it's on mobile too. But I would highly recommend that game. Hyper Sentinel. I haven't played too much of this, admittedly. Final Fantasy VII. It's FF7, dude. Like Deltarune Chapter 1. It's Deltarune. Like, what do I say? Like, it's amazing. I did make a video about Deltarune around the time when it came out, but it's still amazing. It's an amazing game, even though it's just Chapter 1 and stuff. But yeah. Mutant Mudds Collection. It's Mutant Mudds. It's a pretty popular game. It's a pretty popular indie game that was popular during the Wii U and 3DS era. QSO, this is a platformer that's kind of in the vein of M+, sort of. It reminds me a lot of that in its graphic style. And yeah, it's a pretty simple platformer, even though it can be hard though. We have Ink, which is basically another platformer. You use your own ink to be able to see the platforms and stuff. We have Brawlhalla, Holla, Holla, Holla. And I mainly got this because Rayman and Shovel Knight, because you guys know why. I was originally going to make a video about Rayman being in that game, like me playing it, but like I never did though. We have Shovel Knight, it's Shovel Knight, Heart and Slash. I was going to make a video about this game too, and I still have that video, and like it's done and completed. It's just I never uploaded it because I didn't think anyone would care. Yeah, I literally still have that video, and I made it back in 2017. I just never uploaded it because I didn't think anyone would care. Thumper, this is a really interesting horror rhythm game. It's kind of hard to explain what the hell it is, but it is pretty damn cool, even though it can be pretty hard. But yeah, it's a very odd game. It's like a rhythm game. It's like horror themed, and I don't know how to explain it, honestly. We have Mighty Gunvolt Burst, the only good thing around Mighty Number 9. Well, Mighty Number 9 had some good artwork, but that's really about it. This game is great though. That is a legitimately great experience, so yeah, I would recommend that. Shantae Half Genie Hero, I love this game in the art style, even though I haven't played it in a pretty long time, but that's still a great game though. We have Blaster Master Zero, this is also a pretty good game, I haven't played in a while though. And finally we have Metal Slug 1, it's fucking Metal Slug, like I think everyone knows what that is. And that's all the stuff I have on my Switch. I have a lot of games on my Switch, if you couldn't tell. I have a 400 gigabyte memory card, so I go kind of crazy on the Switch, because this is the console I play the most. But yeah, that's everything on my Switch though. Go buy Miku on Nintendo Switch. Alright, I got a little bit of an update for you all. I went to the eShop recently, and there's a big sale going on, so I got a bunch of games. And yeah, so one of them is Kirby Star Allies. I haven't played too much of these games yet, the ones I just got. I haven't even played these two yet, and I want to make a video specifically about this game someday. But yeah, I haven't played this yet, even though I've heard really great things about it. It's Mega Man X Legacy Collection. It's basically Mega Man X through X4, I believe. We got Doom 2016 on Switch, which is amazing that this game is even on the Switch at all. And it looks great in general and in portable mode as well. Really great to have that on Switch. We got Katamari Damacy Reroll. I've actually never played this game before I got this one, but I freaking love this game, even though I'm not really the best at it. And I love the music too. Kirby Star Allies is a great game so far, at least. It's really fucking easy, but I love all the fan service, and it looks fucking amazing. So I got this, Doom, X Legacy Collection, Valhalla, and Ori, and yeah, so just a little update for you all since I got these on the eShop. Alright, we're on my Wii U now, and damn, I haven't booted this thing up in a long time, man. Oh yeah, there's the best game, of course. Alright, so we have Splatoon 1 over here. I played this game a whole lot when it first came out, and I was super excited for it. And Splatoon 1 is still a great game that I hold very near to my heart because of how excited I was for it when it was coming out, and I made a bunch of videos about it. And I had a great time with Splatoon 1. Mario Maker 1, a great fucking game, one of the best games on the Wii U. Same goes for Splatoon. And honestly, in some areas, it's better than the second game. I love Mario Maker 2 though, but like there's some decisions they made about that game I don't really get, but that's just me. Mario Maker 1 is a great game though, and you could play as Sonic and Pac-Man, which was amazing, and Olimar too, and it was amazing. Alright, so next we got Star Fox Zero. Okay, so when this game was coming out, I was super excited for it. I even did a live stream of me playing through the entire game. And like, it's not... Okay, it's not like the worst thing ever. It's just, it's not great either. The controls are really weird. And it's not that original. And it's like, it could have been a lot better than what it was. And yeah, so Star Fox Zero is just kind of mediocre looking back on it now. And I hope for the next game, if we ever get a next game, that it's just more ambitious in what it tries to do. We have Fast Racing Neo. This is pretty much like F-Zero basically, and that's the main reason why I got it. It's a pretty fun game. I haven't played in a long time, but yeah, it's basically like F-Zero. Next we have Freedom Planet. This is pretty much a like, it's not a Sonic game. People say it's a Sonic game, but it's not. It's like Sonic inspired though, and it is really fun. It's like a momentum based platformer. You know, again, like Sonic basically. And the story is a bit odd, but like I do like this game still, and some of the voice acting is super cheesy. And it is kind of edgy sometimes, just like some Sonic games, but you know, as a Sonic fan, I am accustomed to that kind of stuff, so it's like it doesn't really bother me all that much, even though it can be questionable at times. But the gameplay itself and the presentation is really good though, despite some of the voice acting being very cheesy. My Switch Force is a great game along with the second game. Not really too much to say on those games, they're just great games. We got Runner 2. I haven't played this game in a very long time, but it was a great game from what I remember, but I would probably just go and play Runner 3 since, you know, it's on the Switch and everything, so yeah, I haven't played in a long time though. NES Remix 2, I haven't played this in a long time either because again, the Wii U, yeah. NES Remix is a pretty fine series when it comes to those games, and I like the idea behind it, even though in terms of the content it didn't really offer a whole lot of content, but yeah. I also have the homebrew launcher on my Wii U, which is pretty dope, and I have Yoshi's Island DS over there because I use that. I pretty much, the way homebrew works on Wii U is like you pretty much have to sacrifice one of your games so like you can boot up homebrew, and I sacrificed Yoshi's Island DS because, to be honest, I am not a big fan of Yoshi's Island DS. It's not a bad game, it's just kind of there, it's kind of mediocre. But yeah, I have homebrew on my Wii U. Alright, I'm going to have to show this on the gamepad because of the fact it's in a folder and I can't display that on the TV for some reason. But we have Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, Mario 3, Punch-Out, Metroid 1. We have Pac-Land, the NES Famicom version. We have Super Mario World, F-Zero, Kirby Superstar, Earthbound. This is the first time I got to play Earthbound, was this version actually. DKC1, Mario RPG, which is one of the best games of all time. We have Metroid Zero Mission, again, like one of the best games of all time. Rayman 3 on GBA. We have Pac-Man Collection for the Game Boy Advance. I actually grew up with this game as a child, and yeah, it was one of the games that got stolen though. We have Klonoa Empire Dreams for the GBA. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, New Super Mario Bros. DS. I used to have this game as a kid, but again, stolen. Animal Crossing Wild World. And I have Yoshi's Story, Majora's Mask, F-Zero X. I used to have this game as a kid as well on my N64. I don't know what happened in that cart though, I have no idea. Paper Mario and Super Mario 64. So that's all my Virtual Console and Wii U games. So yeah, I do miss the Wii U, man. Like, I love this console. It's just, you know, the Switch is so much better, but I still love the Wii U. Alright, we're now on my Wii stuff that I have. I don't have a whole lot of Wii stuff or WiiWare, but I'll show you what I do have. I have the Homebrew channel, of course, a classic. You gotta have the Homebrew channel on your Wii. We have Smash Bros. 64, we have Paper Mario, we have Sin and Punishment, which is a great game. We have Ocarina of Time. We have Mario Party 2, Mario RPG. We have Contra 3, Altered Beast. We have Kirby's Dream Land 3, Japanese Mario 2, Donkey Kong, and that's it. I don't really have a whole lot of stuff on the Wii, and it sucks that like you can't download WiiWare anymore these days, which is a huge bummer. But yeah, so I showed that off at least. Alright, we're on my Xbox 360, and I don't have a lot of games on my 360 downloaded, but I have Banjo-Kazooie, because of course, and I also have the Banjo-Kazooie skin, and I also have Banjo-Tooie, so you know, of course, but I've always been more of a Kazooie guy than a Tooie guy, but Tooie's still a good game too, it's just it does have problems though, but yeah. So got Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie. We got Fez, one of my favorite indie games. This was like the indie game to get me into indie games, so yeah, I love me some Fez, and it's a great game. We have Rayman 3 HD, which is a pretty cool version of Rayman 3. And it's cool to have this on like modern systems and stuff, and yeah, even though the port does have its own problems and stuff, you know, it's Rayman 3. Rayman Origins, already talked about this game. I have Sonic 4 1 and 2, Episode 1, Episode 2. Sonic 4, like I did a Let's Play in Episode 1 years and years and years ago. And at the time I said I didn't think it was a bad game. And I still think that, but it's not really good either. It's not horrible or anything, it's just kind of there, it exists. And with Mania, it's like these two games are like more irrelevant than ever. So like, yeah, Sonic 4 Episode 2 is better. It's just like, again, they're both just kind of there, they exist. I don't hate them or anything, it's just they're there, you know? We got Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Pretty self-explanatory. I already talked about those games though. We have Sonic CD, this is the Christian Whitehead version. And we have Sonic the Fighters, one of the most underrated games in the series in my opinion. And that's basically all I have on my Xbox 360 download, at least. I told you I didn't have a lot. I also do have Mega Man 10, but I just don't have it downloaded. And I could show you some other games I used to have on my 360. Or I used to have at least in general. So we'll just go to here. Let's see. There's Sonic Unleashed. I already talked about that. See, there's Mega Man 10. What else? Crazy Taxi. Let's see. Grand Theft Auto 5. Nuts and Bolts is right there. Halo 3 ODST, just to prove that I did play at one point. Final Fantasy 13. I played that at one point. Brutal Legend. I missed that game. There's Skyrim, of course. And yeah, that's it. So I don't have a lot on my 360. I kind of want to expand my collection since 360 games are pretty cheap nowadays, considering you know, it's the last gen, and you know, the new Xbox is going to come out sometime soon. I don't know when, along with PS5, and start a whole new generation. You know, I probably won't get them at launch, but yeah. Alright, we are on my PlayStation 4 now. I got the cool Morgana theme. We have Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake, well, like, what do I say? We have Persona 5. But yeah, I have a copy of Sonic Mania on here. We have Parappa the Rapper Remastered. Pretty much an HD 4K version of the first game, which is pretty dope. Reignite Trilogy. I have Insane Trilogy on here. Sonic Forces, Rayman Legends. I have Yooka-Laylee. I have Kingdom Hearts 3. I have Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 Remix, that fucking name. We have Parappa 2 on my PS4. I already talked about this game. We have Pac-Man 256. This is basically based off the infamous 256 glitch from the original Pac-Man, and they create a whole game around it, and it's like you escape from the 256 glitches, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty simple game, and yeah. We have Mega Man Legacy Collection. We have Resident Evil 7. We have Championship Edition 2. I think I already talked about this game because I have it on Switch. We have Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. This is a really dope fighting game and my personal favorite Marvel game, because I haven't really played too much of Marvel 2, which I know is blasphemous, but yeah, I really like that game though. This folder, this is just PS Now stuff. I have the Sly Collection, Brawl Out, all the Sonic games basically. Yeah, it's just PS Now, which is like a streaming thing. So it's not. I don't have these games downloaded, but yeah. We have some indie stuff in here. We have Skullgirls, we have Downwell, we have Fez, of course. We have Shantae Risky's Revenge, Director's Cut. We have Resogun, and I have PT on my PS4. So if you guys remember my PT video I did years ago, I never deleted it off my PS4, and I still have on my PS4. I'm never deleting that, ever. So that's pretty cool that I still have that on my PS4. I'm really glad I never deleted that. But yeah, it's all my PS4 stuff I have downloaded. And yeah. Alright, next up we have my Steam games, and after this I think it should be over. So first up we have Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, and the Dark Descent. I haven't really played these, you're just there. We have the AVGN games 1 and 2. Battle Block Theater, this game's pretty fun even though I haven't played in a long time. The Binding of Isaac, it's The Binding of Isaac. Everyone's played that game. We got Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend. That's a crazy ass name, but I haven't played too much of this, but I do love the Blaze Blue games, so yeah. This is Bunker 58. It's one of the bad horror games I played on the bad horror segment. Castle Crashers, it's a classic. I don't know why the fuck that's in there. I don't even know what that is. Crazy Taxi, it's Crazy Taxi. Also got Cuphead, Dino D-Day, which is just there. DMC, an actual good game, it's just the story is trash. Doom 2016, a fucking amazing shooter, I love that game. DuckTales, excuse you, fucking Steam. DuckTales Remastered's a great game too. We have Final Fantasy 7 and FNAF 1 through 4. A lot of nostalgia with the FNAF games, even though I don't really play them anymore, and I kind of grew out of them. I'm not interested in the series anymore, but yeah. Gary's Mod, it's fucking Gary's Mod. Geometry Dash, it's Geometry Dash. Grow Home, this is a pretty cool game. I haven't played in a long time though, but yeah, there was also a sequel. We got Hat in Time, hell yeah. This is, I don't know how to... Ikaruga, is that how you pronounce it? This is a really fun shmup though. Jet Set Radio, a classic. King of Fighters 13. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. This is a game I actually grew up with on the PS1. I just don't have it anymore. Limbo, it's fucking Limbo. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I fucking love this game and how over the top it is and the soundtrack. I fucking adore this game. Murdered Soul Suspect. I actually wasn't a big fan of this game. Nights in the Dreams, it's fucking Nights. Oddworld 1. We have fucking One Shot, which got a Steam release, and I desperately want to make a video about this game and share how much I love One Shot and Nico. There's Nico right there. And if you guys watch my plush videos, you will know that I use a lot of music from One Shot in them, so yeah. I really want to make a One Shot video someday though. Pac-Man The Ghostly Adventures is a mediocre 3D platformer that isn't as good as the Pac-Man World games. We got Championship Edition 2, DX Plus. We got the Pac-Man Museum. Pony Island, I actually made a video about this game years ago. Psychonauts, a pretty good 3D platformer, and it's kind of a cult classic from that generation. I have no idea why I have these two. Rayman Legends, another copy of this game I own. We got Origins as well. I don't know what the fuck that is. We got Wolfenstein. We got the Genesis Classics. Shantae Half Genie Hero. Skullgirls. And I basically have all the Sonic games on Steam. The only Sonic game I think I don't have on Steam is Team Sonic Racing. I got the All-Star Racing games. I got SA1 and 2, CD, Forces, Generations, Lost World, of course. Mania, Sonic 4, Episode 1 and 2. And yeah, I think the only thing I'm missing is Team Sonic Racing. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Spelunky, this is a classic. Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, this is a cult classic. Super Meat Boy, it's Super Meat Boy. System Shock 2, another cult classic. Taken, I think this is one of the bad horror games from the bad horror segment. We got Tempo the Badass Elephant. Terraria, I haven't played this game in years though, I'm not into it. We got Tomb Raider 2013 and Tomb Raider the original. The Tower, this is another one of those bad horror games. Tai 1, we got Typing of the Dead Overkill. The Ultimate Doom. Ultra Street Fighter 4. Undertale, of course. Wolfenstein 3D, another Wolfenstein game. We got Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and Yume Nikki, which got a free Steam release, which is pretty cool. I really want to make a video about Yume Nikki someday. I was going to make one last Halloween and the last Halloween before that, but it just never ended up happening. I also own a Sega Genesis Mini, which has all these games on it. All of these. I love the Sega Genesis Mini. My only complaint is that it doesn't have Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but that's my only complaint with it. It has all these games on it. Take a good look. And guys, with that said, I think that's going to wrap up my entire video game collection. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took a lot of recording, obviously. This video is going to be super fucking long, but I really hope you all enjoyed it. I reorganized all this since I took it all down. But yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed seeing my entire video game collection. And let me know in the comments box below what your collection looks like and what you thought of mine. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this super long fucking video. And if you stayed until the very end of it, then kudos to you, man. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, so just let me know in the comments what you think of my collection and what yours may look like. And yeah, so this is UltimateDSfan signing off. Thanks for watching.